like if humanity got to the point where we had space marines and stuff like that, and the AIs and it's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll check it out.
You ever listen to the Bobberverse books?
What?
Bobberverse?
Nope.
So picture this. There's a tech, just a programmer guy, introvert. He comes up with this idea and he sells his company for a lot of money. He decides to invest in cryogenically freezing his body for when he dies. And he winds up dying, and he gets waking up in this crazy dystopian future. You know what a von Neumann probe is?
Yeah.
So basically, he takes over one and he starts replicating himself in the Bobberverse. And it's amazing. It's a great series.
Having fun with this gimbal here. Just randomly keep shrinking down.
If you don't mind, you could take one of these and you could just scan that and send me an email with the links to those.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You can keep the card too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I
need some for my wallet.
So I go on these really long bike rides, like 100-mile bike rides. And,
What's up, everyone?
Wow.
I can zone out listening to audiobooks on podcasts.
Live at scale.
Ride and ride.
Nice. That is awesome.
Where do you guys hail from? Like what state are you from?
I'm in Georgia.
Georgia?
Yep, he's in Alabama.
Yeah, where I live, there's maybe 4 days out of the year where it's not legal to go outside. And so it's the weather is so good, it's hard to not be a person.
Oh my gosh, the weather here has been amazing in California. By the way, is that hat holder, is that for buckshot shells? Please tell me it is.
It's just a mole. It's for anything. I got it so I trained Navy SEALs how to fight, and they gave it to me as a gift.
That's nice, man. That's so cool. That's awesome. It looks like where you put buckshot bullets or something, you know?
I see people put all kinds of weird stuff, like fishing lures.
Okay, that makes sense.
Lotion, hand sanitizer, carabiners to hang stuff
But
off.
with the Navy SEAL thing, I think the buckshot would be better too.
Maybe I don't even think it will fit actually. But it's regular mole, so they could put. It's like like they do.
Yeah. It's just I've never seen it on a hat where they've got all the holders around the hat. That's cool, man. I like it.
Well, they have these these other ones that I like. So I got quite a few of these beanie hats, and some of them snap up, and some have bigger brims, depending on what they're doing. Obviously they cameras. This one's actually pretty old now. They got even newer ones.
That's when hats look the best though, when they're aged a little bit. When they're brand new, they don't fit perfectly. You got to get them to fit in your head right. Yeah. I love my hats, man.
Yeah.
I got a collection of them a mile long. I've got a whole rack just dedicated to different hats, but I always wear the baseball cap. It's the only one that looks good for me.
I used to wear baseball caps a lot, but now that I'm outdoors a lot, like I just have a bunch of these crazy beanie hats. Some are big, some have like a baseball cap type of hard front, but then on the sides it's floppy.
Yeah. You listen to podcasts?
You guys this reminds me of Jupiter Nichols back in the day. You guys kind of like same thing for the most part?
So the way I like to describe it is
He used to work at Jupiter.
and better.
Okay, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it reminds me a lot of the same types of stuff. That's why I'm like,
We did a crossover with Jupiter recently with Chris.
I don't want to seem biased, but I think we're also.
well, I'm looking at this is some stuff I can get into. I didn't know that you guys were around.
Well, take a card, you can scan it, and you got all the different shows there that we do. And then take some swag, man, because you're going to become a fan, so you're going to want it. And this is the only place you can get it.
Yes.
We do.
You can't get them anywhere else. So
We do live podcasts, and we have video with the podcast as well for Destination Linux. So it's kind of like the back in the day with what Jupiter was doing with Phil and all of them were part of it. So
also like a weird history of podcast stuff. I was a producer on Jupiter Podcasting for a long time.
I'm saying you kind of look familiar. I mean, I'm looking at the eyes and whatnot. I'm like,
It's hard with these masks.
yeah, I know. I mean, it's kind of a strange thing. You look at me like, something kind of familiar. Like,
Yeah.
got the mask. Like,
We got that a lot. Walking the halls, people would look and then they would stare, and it's like they were trying to comprehend, where do I know them from? I've seen them somewhere.
So like, I was a producer for Linux Unplugged and Linux Action Show.
yeah, Linux Action Show. That was it. So whatever happened to those guys?
They all went and did their own stuff.
Everybody split apart.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, unfortunately, so Chris sold his company to Linux Academy, and that went sideways. And so they worked out a deal to break back off. But yeah, they're kind of back. I guess they're back to being like their own independent stuff.
Yeah, I did that. We do collaborations and stuff with them. Because,
They're good folk. We like them.
like I make jokes about like we're great, but that's also because
You gotta rip each other. That's
You have to. Yeah. That's our love, is ripping each other. I
exactly.
mean, that's the love we show each other constantly.
Yeah, if you watch the show, you'll see.
Yeah, poor Michael. You get it pretty bad.
See, that's the problem though, is people don't see the off-air Michael.
I'm
Because he
insane.
delivers so much crap to me off-air, and then people are like, you give him such a hard time on the show. I'm like, you have no idea what he does off-air.
I don't know what you're talking about, noodle arms.
Noodle arms, see? Like, yeah.
Look at those tiny things.
He got hurt today working out at the
because
gym.
I am a more serious workout person than him, so I went hard and backfired. A lot.
Booze, no sound. There's no sound. Okay, there's no sound. All right,
I've
let
been
me fix
spending
that. Hold on, sorry.
past hours stretching trying to fix my strain.
There. Better? Can you guys hear us now? Sorry, there was no sound, everyone.
It's because he's he's brand new to this thing. Don't judge him.
You're
too
not
harshly.
wrong, honestly. I don't do a lot of live stuff. This is Michael's thing. Greetings from Switzerland. What's up, man? I wish you could be in California too, dude.
I need you to plug this in for me.
All right.
Just that one. That side. The wrong side. That one. Yes. Take that one.
This plugs into what? What is this?
Oh.
Can anyone tell me what this is?
So this is actually I have no idea what that's
It's a
called.
C13.
Is that it? C13? All right. Cool. There's a C34 is a clothespin.
Oh, we're having a blast, Adam.
It's a film thing.
Thanks for asking, man. It's been awesome. Been meeting lots of awesome people. It's been great.
There we go. That was a good idea having that on there.
Yeah. I think it kind of helps people understand like we do shows and
It's
stuff.
been great talking to you guys. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
walk
man.
around.
Yeah. Come stop by again too. Get a chance. All right, see you, man. So if you were here, if you just paid the $1,000 to come from Switzerland to here, you could get a metal fidget spinner,
It's probably a little more than that.
a DOS Geek brain, which this is obviously the greatest thing we have. 'Cause, I mean, come
You know
on,
what?
right?
If
I
Jill!
just wanted to run over here.
Jill, people want to see you. People want to see you, Jill. Come around. Here. Look, I know
Oh,
y'all.
you're on the live?
I know y'all want to see Jill.
Jill!
There you go. There's.
I'm so happy. Live shows.
Right?
These are my boys.
This is Jill. In case you guys don't know, this is Jill. She's also on the show.
She's new to the skills. See, we're showing her around.
I just got a nice picture of Ryan spinning the wheel of swag at the Linux Display booth
Nice.
and winning some prizes.
That's right.
And donating.
Yes, gotta donate to the Linux Chicks.
We got a nice picture of Ryan and me with the Linux Chicks booth doing extreme.
It's an extreme picture.
That's awesome.
Jill took us to the most amazing restaurant yesterday. It had a beachfront view. There was a band playing. The weather was magic. It was like 60 degrees or something out. It was just absolutely insane. I think she's trying to get us to move to California, which if I could afford to, I probably would, but who can afford to live here? Like, anyways, if you guys could donate a couple million, we could probably afford to move.
Yeah, we can make it. We can get a Tux digital house.
Are any of you like Saudi oil princes that you could give us a couple million? Jill, they love your hat, Jill, of course. Yes, look at that. Look at it. Look at it.
Friends love you all. I wish I could be Chad.
We love most of you.
Actually,
I like how you have to do it every time.
Oh, most of you. All right, and we got some Bitwarden pens. Look at that Bitwarden. Put some respect on that. I'm a cooking oil. And Bitwarden notepad. And some Bitwarden stickers. And the Linux 91 bracelets, which if you flip them, guess what they say? Fill your brains. Dope as that. And we got bags, but Michael won't show them because he's busy doing some weird ostrich pose.
Neck exercises.
Are you guys celebrating the release of Vista while you're there? Windows Vista? Yes. We're all about Windows Vista. Well, my favorite was Millennium. Wasn't it Millennium?
Yeah, ME.
Yeah, Windows Me.
aluminum.
That would have been more useful.
That one didn't last long. Like, people hated it so much it was gone in like forever.
1 year, that's all it took.
Yeah.
You'll have to do a picture also without masks. I
Yes,
just did one of those big, and I'm like, just take off our mask for a picture.
I agree. We need some maskless pictures.
Yeah.
A lot of people were coming up saying they could only see our eyes, you know, the familiarity, like they can't tell it's us because it's just the eyes. You know?
Half cover.
Yeah.
We should do an episode where we're just completely covered and that way they can get the reference.
That way they know.
Yeah.
Like AI, we train them to recognize us in any circumstance.
Yeah, exactly.
We should do that with Michael AI. We'll train it.
Exactly.
I'm going to get back to the next 6 weeks, but I'll be bouncing back and forth between the two booths.
Except tomorrow we get Jill more. We get more Jill tomorrow. More Jill.
Today we have to share.
Yeah. It's for a good cause though, Michael.
Okay, your sharing is caring.
Bye, Jill. Do an episode with blindfolds and exposed mouths.
Oh, that's
Or the
awesome.
cutouts. You know the cutouts where it just has the lips moved?
No, we just all need to get balaclavas.
Yeah, that would work too. And look, our booth has something nobody else's booth has.
That's right.
Steam Deck.
Actually, what we need to do is get balaclavas and eat baklava on the episode.
What's baklava?
Some kind of dessert. I don't know.
Is it good?
Yeah, I've had it, but I don't know what it is actually.
You know, you have a very. By the way, I took Michael to the hotel bar yesterday,
What'd you do with my
and at the hotel bar. Oh no, I just died. At the hotel bar, we're ordering drinks, and so I get a simple Jack and Coke, and then Michael, he decides, even though he never drinks, like he's drunk since I've known him, probably drunk twice in the years that I've known him, twice. And he decides to become this vodka snob, where the bartender's sitting there waiting for him to pick a certain type of vodka. But he's asking for all the different brands. And I'm like, you can't, help me out on it. You can't be a snob of something you only do twice a year.
That's not true.
It's impossible to be snobbery that way.
That's okay.
Because
Yes.
you know nothing at only drinking twice a year. Like, you know nothing, Jon Snows.
No, just because you haven't drank in a few years doesn't mean you didn't before and have like a preference in the thing. That's how it is. By the way, I brought, if we need to use it, shotgun mic.
Oh, cool.
So shotgun mic, everybody. And just in case we do interviews, I wanted to make sure that we have a good option for that. Rock band mic.
That's very nice. The rock band, of course.
Yeah.
Oh. You about to get a picture? All right, look, Michael.
There we go.
There you go.
You've done this rodeo before.
Thanks, man. How you doing, man?
Here we go.
I'm playing Super Meat Boy, by the way. Meat Wad.
No, it's Meat Boy, not Meat Wad.
It's Meat Wad to me. It's always going to be Meat Wad.
Hey.
Hey.
Big fan of.
Yes. Absolutely. Love
We're big
it.
fans of them too. Do you watch the shows?
Huh?
Do you watch the shows?
No.
That's great, because now you can get the experience of the awesomeness that we have.
The Awesome Bitward folks sponsor us. So that's
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well,
Yep. Then the Digital Ocean. And those are our podcasts, all the shows we have. You can scan that and get all the shows.
And we have many different podcasts, a lot of them Linux related.
I got you guys.
And if you want to get a fidget spinner, this is the only way to get. You're gonna be disappointed if you choose not to get it and you start watching the show and loving it. You're like, fuck, I got a fidget spinner.
Should have gone.
You should have got a fidget spinner,
Should have had
man.
it. Yeah.
You'll have regrets the rest of your life, you know?
Exactly.
So I got two sons, so can I grab two?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
grab two, man. Because you know the kids, I had to grab them for my kids too.
They will.
But honestly, for conference calls, fidget spinners are the best. If you're on a virtual conference call,
I got. Do you mind if I get two as well?
yes, go ahead, man. Grab them.
I was gonna say, I got.
You got stress brains, you know? You gotta get some stress brains.
So if you look at it, actually the best one is like the Dusky. That's why the brains thing.
Okay.
To fill your brains.
Fill your brains is that's the slogan.
Awesome.
You ever seen the Steam Deck?
Yeah, actually, my coworker just got his a couple days ago, and he's like showing me everything
it
about
amazing,
it.
man?
Like full desktop, like it's just desktop mode. Like just, he installed a Docker on it, and he's just running like. I'm gonna serve up a web page, throw up Nginx.
I can't believe how good it is.
Yeah.
Like, I expected it to be fun, but
Yeah.
just the fact that you can game on it and then you can use the excuse to your spouse that the reason why you need it is because it's also a desktop.
Yep.
And
That's just,
Bitwarden is a sponsor for
it's
our.
for work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm working like.
Exactly. Yeah. That's perfect.
Cool. Thank you.
Nice meeting you, man.
So, Tux Digital is a network. We have Destination Linux, which is this show right here, which we were the host of. We also have This Week in Linux, Hardware X, and all these other ones over here. And even the Fedora podcast is on our network.
Nice one, Adam.
And we have a lot of stuff. We're also making even news podcasts. That's what we have. If somebody wants to join us, we have that as an option too.
One of these microphones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have many options and whatever your preference is. We have like enterprise business type of podcasts. We have just fun, just hanging out, talking about Linux and open source and that sort of thing. Which is this one, this Destination Linux.
Yeah, I got someone I know that would like that.
Awesome. I stole your Reddit thing.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Playing some COD on the PS Quintuple while watching Rad Dudes is a good way to pass time. I agree, man. I agree. Thanks for hanging with us, Adam.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, man. Have you played that game recently? So my son plays Call of Duty, and it's like insane. The second you jump into a match, the maps are really small, and you got like 1,000 people shooting at you from every direction. And you know, like spawn camping, where you spawn into an area and then. But a lot of times you spawn into an area in that game where you immediately, someone's already there that can shoot you.
Oh yeah.
And it's really frustrating.
Well, it's because there's like people they don't have good matchmaking. I think it sounds like.
I don't. Well, it's good matchmaking. It's just when you respawn, sometimes you respawn in an area where there's active people shooting.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And I hate that. But apparently people accept it now. That used to be like a no-no,
Yeah.
you know, in the game. Anyways, my son loves it, and he's good at it. I suck. I'm terrible at it.
Hey.
I don't know about Tux Stitch.
Oh, you definitely need to do that. So we do podcasts and videos and stuff like that. This is our main show that we're on, Destination Linux. And also we have a bunch of other shows as well, including the podcast. And we have Bitwarden is one of our sponsors, so if you want to check out their stuff, we get some swag from them. So we do podcasts and like a wide variety of stuff. We're talking about Linux and open source, but also hardware and even like enterprise and business stuff with the pseudo show. And we have so much, like pretty much any type of content you want. We pretty much have that related to Linux. So we have audio podcast and video podcast.
How you doing?
Nice, man. I'm about to drive back up to San Francisco, so I might have to. Are you guys on Spotify? Or
Oh, yeah.
podcast app?
Yeah, we're on Spotify. We're both.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Let me take a picture of something.
Grab a card and you got all the shows right there you can scan and
This is awesome.
yeah.
Thank you.
Grab some swag, you'll regret it because you're gonna be a fan and
Instantly,
you'll be like,
we're not biased or anything. It's just automatic. That's just how it works. So we just want to warn you ahead of time. You're gonna like it.
That's okay.
So you're gonna,
I think I'll handle it. Oh, you guys have the Steam Deck too.
yeah.
have you seen the Steam Deck?
I have not seen it in person.
Check it out, man.
Can I hold it?
Yes, absolutely. That's why I brought it, so people can check it out. I just fell in love with that thing. I played it the whole way on the airport, and just the controls are amazing, but the interface will blow your mind.
Oh man.
Especially what they did with Arch is just insane. But you can hit, if you want to see the interface, you can hit Steam and go back to the library, and hit Steam again.
Oh, hit it again.
I think if you hit it twice, no, maybe it's a different button. Maybe it's this one that takes you back to the home screen. Nope, that's settings.
Do I need to click home?
There you go. Now you see the interface.
Nice, dude. This is great. They're
What
pretty
I
hard to get a
love
hold
too
of,
is
right?
they tell you every game, like if you go through your library, it'll have a little check mark by it. See that green check mark? It
Yeah.
tells you it works perfect in Steam. And if it doesn't have that, it'll have a little warning to say, here's what doesn't work if there's something by it. Like for instance, sometimes like a little intro or something won't work, it'll tell you, or sometimes the game don't work at all. But I love they built that in, so you know before you download it what games would work perfectly in the Steam Deck.
That's cool. I use Proton DB on my local machine. Like,
Yes.
I love those guys because Pop OS, like I set it up for one of my family members, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this is actually pretty good. So I switched over, and
Yeah, Pop OS is awesome, man.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, they do great work over
yeah,
there.
I'm just excited they're so successful. Like their market cap has really grown like 20x over the last couple of years. So
Yeah, I mean, Pop OS helped them a lot.
what's that?
Pop OS helped them grow a ton.
Yeah, Pop OS and System 76. Like it's just good to see a U.S. laptop manufacturer that's exploding because they do a lot of stuff the other companies weren't doing, like the marketing, and they're out here and like they're obviously friendly and like doing stuff. So
Yeah, they're good
I
folks.
feel like you need that. You need
We've
like
had them on our show too. We've had them, all of them. They've all been on our shows.
Okay, so you know the drill.
We know them really well. They're awesome. Yeah, they've been doing amazing things for Linux.
Are you sponsored by Pop?
Yeah.
And DigitalOcean too. Yeah.
We're legit.
Yeah. Damn, you guys got money and everything. I might take a pen.
Oh yeah, man. You're welcome to take anything you want.
I guess I want to take it. Does it have Tux Digital on it then?
So this is the Bitwarden pen, but if you get this one, it also has the bitwarden.com/tux, which is good for.
How much is that? Is that a discount? Or?
Oh, it basically just when you sign up, it tells them that you came from us, and that's it. And it's automatic. Like you can get a free account and that kind of thing.
DigitalOcean, you get a discount. You get $100 free credit with them. If you like DigitalOcean.
So you get a free account by going to that URL, and then the premium account's only $10 a year. So there's really
Yeah, the
no reason
screen
not to
is
get it.
amazing. The battery life has been like
It's less
6
than
hours
$1,
for the Steam Deck, I would say.
But it's
According
pretty
to what
awesome.
Michael had and what
If you're
I
not
played,
familiar with
about
them,
6
they're
hours,
also,
which is amazing for a
password
gaming
manager
device.
that is open source, which is one of the reasons why we were so excited to be partners with them. Because they basically provide us a service that solves a ton of issues in terms of password management. Also, they have open
Master
source.
required here.
There's a ton of different third-party community contributions and all sorts of stuff.
At the conference.
That's cool, man. All right, I'll give you guys a listen on Sunday.
Awesome.
It was nice meeting you, man.
Just go to touchdigital.com and everything's over there.
Sweet, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, we got rabies on the plane. No, master required at the entire conference.
Yeah.
Are they a fetish? Okay. No. It's just required. Well, we've got a lot of Bitwarden fans too, which is awesome to see out there. A lot of Bitwarden fans.
Yep. They're cool.
Bitwarden, when you're watching, a lot of people loving what you are creating.
Exactly. You know what? I almost went into the spiel of doing the ad read for Big Warden as I was talking to that guy.
It's hard not to sometimes.
Yeah.
Head to bitwarden.com/tux to get started. Everyone needs a Bitwarden is a password manager that you can use and trust. Bitwarden allows you to easily set up things like
That's the hard radix one.
Oh,
That works too.
I mean, I feel like that's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's free. Actually, it's better than free. Oh, yes. Mark, you got it, man. You got it. Let's see here. This is a game I've been playing on the Steam Deck. Super Meat Boy. It's just a fun arcade game that you can play in between people coming up to the booth, I feel like. And I'm terrible at it.
That's true.
But that's really not unusual for any game for me.
I mean, that's what Matt would say.
Well, dang it, I just gave Matt ammunition, didn't I? Ah! And you gotta save the pink slime meat princess. Do you know about pink slime?
Yes.
You know about that? Like where there was like this big rumor about pink slime meats or something being a
Yeah,
thing.
they claimed it was horse or something.
I don't know. Everything's horse. And then people make the good point about hot dogs. Like, do you know what's in a hot dog?
No idea. Probably pink slime.
Binding of Isaac on Steam Deck? Yes, it is on Steam Deck. I haven't played it though. I don't know how well it works. I assume it's good. But you just kind of got me curious because I kind of want to play Binding of Isaac. I love that game. Let me go back and download it here. Let's see if I can get some binding going here. I know I own it.
It's good. It's very expensive.
Let's see.
I gotta check something.
Okay, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me, Michael. So what's everyone doing today? Let's see if Binding of Isaac is on here. I gotta connect to the internet here. There's a Wi-Fi here, but it literally the Wi-Fi name is Scale Slow Public Wi-Fi. It has the word slow in it. So I'm not sure this is going to work very well. Yeah, public files. I was wondering how it worked on ARM. It is nice to see in-person conferences happening again. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? You listen to podcasts? You listen to podcasts at all?
Not that many.
Not that many? Well, here's some to check out. It's our shows.
I haven't found any that are any good.
Are they any good?
I haven't found any that are any good.
Well, listen to ours. Maybe you'll find one you like.
That's the idea. The other thing is I'm an author.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you publish?
What?
What kind of books you write?
Computer books.
Yeah, absolutely, man. A brain, bracelet, anything you want.
One of the recent books was 3 alternatives for commercial software.
Oh, nice.
Which basically said you can get Microsoft Word, you can get LibreOffice.
There you go.
You can save a couple $100.
Yeah.
You can get Photoshop, you can get GIMP. You can save a couple $100.
Yeah. In that case, a couple $100 a month.
I didn't realize it's that now.
Yeah, they subscription based now on Photoshop. So you got to pay monthly, and it's pretty pricey up there. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them, the latest ones on embedded programming.
Very
Bare
nice.
Metal C.
Very cool.
I want to see what you've got and see if I have any idea.
Yeah, our main show is Destination Linux. That's kind of what got us known out there. So check that one out. It's a live video and a podcast. So whichever one you
What do
prefer.
you talk about in the, for example, typical show?
Everything, pretty much like pseudo show. Every show has a purpose, right? So Destination Linux is a little bit of everything. We talk about open source alternatives. We talk about the latest things happening in the news. And then This Week in Linux is just news podcast. And then Hardware Addicts is all about computer hardware. Pseudo shows more of our corporate stuff, so anything going on in the enterprise world. So we got a little bit of show for everything that you're interested in. Yeah, if you're an author, maybe you could shoot us a note from our card and we could take a look at some of your books.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to the trouble of having these made up. I might as well use
I
them.
appreciate it, yeah. Thank you.
Those are the two big ones that have made me the most money, but
Awesome.
not the most fun to write.
Yeah. But hey, it's what the people needed, right?
Well, currently working, I'm on the extreme debugging and paranoid programming.
Okay.
And a lot about the programming process.
Yeah. That would be fascinating for a lot of people, for sure. How you doing? You listen to podcasts at all? Yeah, we got all of our shows here on that card, and check them out. Take anything you want.
That's great. What do you guys do?
We do podcasting. These are our shows, list of shows here, podcast, video, YouTube, all of that. And we've got a series of different shows for everything from hardware to Linux open source stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so check us out.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this one?
Yep, this is our show.
On the bottom?
That is me, yes, that's me, without a mask. Yeah, you're welcome,
Have a
man.
good day.
How you doing? It works. It's a pen and a weapon.
Have this back.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
I hear
Listen. Who's that?
number 3 sign.
Ah, number 2. Found him. It's a pretty incredible machine on paper, and from most of the reviews, I haven't seen one in person yet. Maybe one day. Listen, I don't have enough good things to say about the Steam Deck. I was obviously going to love it no matter what, but it blew away all my expectations, and you know, kind of a hardware guy. It's very hard to blow away my expectations with hardware. Usually I always find things I hate about it, devices, but Steam Deck, I've had no complaints at all. It is one of the finest built devices, gaming handheld devices and portable computer I've ever used. Honestly, it's so well built, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. There were no shortcuts made with this device. This was completely made by somebody who was passionate about what they were doing, without any of the corporate kind of, I don't know, stipulations and things you typically see with hardware, where they cut corners, try to cheapen things. None of that is here. This is from somebody who absolutely loves what they were doing, what they were making. That's my... You could just tell that the engineers were given free reign to make something they wanted to make versus what would make the most money or make the most sense. Battery life is 4 to 6 hours out of the Steam Deck. Depending on type of games and stuff that you're playing. Obviously, you're playing a higher end game, it's going to wear more battery down. But 4 to 6 hours easy on it. And Michael, I think, said he got a full 6 hours or 4 hours out of it, and then still had 46% battery life. Yeah, it's really good battery life. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, well, how about you?
Good.
Kicking off around.
You listen to podcasts at all?
No, not really.
No, not a lot. Well, if you decide to, check it out. We've got a bunch of different shows and things for you to check out. Yep. Okay, grab some swag. I'll tell you one difference that's interesting between Scale and Southeast Linux Fest. A lot of people at Scale don't listen to podcasts. It's kind of weird. Like at Southeast Linux Fest, everyone was fans of podcasts and had some, but here we're running a lot of people who've never listened to podcasts or any of that stuff. It's kind of unique. And I think we're the only podcast booth in the entire conference. And you have everyone here from Nextcloud, KDE, SUSE, Opus, all of them are here. Hey.
I was told that I have to get your autograph, and I didn't have a blank posted.
You did have a blank one?
So I came over here with
a used one. I mean, come on, man. All right, look. Is it because you want Jill's ultimately? Is that what you're trying to say?
Extra live? I don't know. I don't know what it stands for.
You know what? You're gonna get it right here. Yes, you're gonna get my autograph.
I can't get Jill's until.
Yes, you have to prove that you've gotten both.
I gotta get Michael's, and I don't know.
And
where
nobody
Michael's
knows
at.
where Michael went. He disappeared somewhere. Yeah. He said, "I'll be right back," and he's not come back. You know?
Like 20 minutes ago, he's
Yes.
like, "I'll be right back."
Typical Michael, right?
Maybe he had to go.
Oh, that's a good
Bio break or
point.
something, you know?
Yeah, he might have got upset. We did have a breakfast this morning. It was great. And then I made him work out too.
Oh no! Did you guys have breakfast here in the hotel?
Yeah.
How is it? Pretty good.
It was actually decent. I mean, it's
Yeah?
pricey, but it was pretty
Well,
decent.
that's gonna be what you pay for hotel restaurant.
Can't really complain about that.
Are you guys streaming or what?
Yeah, live.
Nice, dude. 6A or no 6?
6 Pro.
Pro, dude.
Yep.
I just did the trade-in for the 3A to 6A.
Oh, the one that just came out. The
Yeah,
6.8 just dropped, right?
Yeah, because I was like $300 for an old 3A
Look,
phone.
a wild Michael
Hey!
appears.
How are you, sir? I came to get your autograph. Perfect.
That's the same thing I told him.
Why are you guys always? What are you trying to?
They're coming to get our autograph just to get Jill's, but I'm glad people listen, you know?
Well, I thought it was important that I bring a post-it note too, because you made the comment about Michael hating post-it notes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
I
even
thought
put
it
that
was important
together.
that I-
That's genius,
So I
man.
thought it was important that I come by with a post-it note.
I love it.
Yeah. What are you guys doing later? You guys gonna be hanging out for a bit?
Yeah, man, we will.
Yeah, so I talked to Emma, and we were going to maybe try to see if we could, System 76, y'all wanted to set up
Yeah. I know that we've been talking. There's two ideas floating around. One was Hibachi Grill, and the other was some place called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure we'll end up at one of those
So
places.
Roscoe's is chicken and waffle is a delicacy in the South.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's incredibly delicious and terrible for your health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the type of things
Like
we
you just
love.
add extra sticks of butter in it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you had Roscoe's chicken? though?
Not specifically Roscoe's.
Okay, so like our Lyft driver was telling me, he's like, you gotta go to Roscoe's.
It's the one it's the only one I know of that's not in my area.
I got you. I got you.
So, but
Yeah, we
there's-
gotta hang out, man. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
yeah,
but if you
yeah.
guys are gonna be hanging out this
But you know, we only do appearances for laptops, so
you might be able to arrange something. You might be able to arrange something. So,
I actually really I almost called you guys and was like, "Can you bring me one?" No joke. This is what happened to me.
would've.
I bought 5 laptops. I'm moving, and I had to sell everything I had because I was moving.
I recently moved myself, so I did the big
I
purge.
got rid of a purge.
Yep.
And then the conference, I was supposed to move sooner, but it got delayed. And then the conference hit. And so I went to Best Buy and Micro Center, and I picked up 5 different machines. Now, I've done this I've only been in Linux for 6 years. The first couple years, that was really hard to do. The last
Right.
few years, you can pretty much grab any laptop and put Linux on it.
Yeah, within reason, right? Like,
I bought 5 Lenovo's, Dell's, HP's. None of them would work in Linux. When I tell you not work, I mean keyboards won't even initiate. Trackpads do not work.
really?
Wi-Fi does not work. Like, completely broken. And then I go onto forums. Now, these are all the latest versions of Windows 11 versions, including the Dell XPS, the Lenovo ThinkPad IdeaPad 5, all of this stuff. And I'm just trying to get a laptop with Linux. I couldn't get one out of 5. And so I was telling Michael said, Emma's coming in them. And I'm like, maybe they could bring one. I'm like, God, maybe I need to do that. But I just ended up with the phone.
We do have a brand new Lemur upstairs.
Do you really?
Yeah, Lemur 11 upstairs. We haven't had a chance to decal it, so we're using mine instead.
I got
We
you.
do have a brand new one that we legitimately just pulled out of the box earlier. So I think it's base level. I think it might have 16 gig. I don't think it has 8. I think it might have 16 gig. And
Oh, nice.
500 gig hard drive or something like that. I'd have to ask Emma, but yeah. And then we just recently got a new marketing director as well, so we're working on some other things. I talked to Jay a little bit about it.
You guys
And
gonna
then
get
at
back
some
on the
point,
show?
At some point, we're wanting to talk to you guys about it as well.
That would be amazing.
So
We've needed to set up something for a long time.
yeah, well, I mean, there's so much amazing content out there now,
Yeah.
and like Linux has really grown from just scrappy IRC channels to like,
We had someone come by our table and they were talking about you guys, and one of the interesting things they mentioned was Pop OS putting System 76 on the map for them. And they ended up falling in love with you guys because of what you did with Pop OS, and then everything else was, that's how they discovered you, was all the work with Pop OS.
that's awesome.
But one of the interesting things that happened with me is I was doing this video series on my channel where it was all the latest and greatest tech.
Right?
And so I was buying all the latest components and everything I could. And I got the latest AMD that everybody was psyched. This is when AMD was really kicking out, and they released the Vega 7. No, it wasn't that. It was the Ryzen, the new Ryzen chips that came out with their new motherboard, the 550Us, or what was it? Anyways, the point of the story is, Arch, everything, nobody had it. But you guys had done something to build in the driver so that it would boot.
Oh, that was one of
You were
those,
the only ones.
Well, and I'll tell
It
you
worked.
what, too. So, like, during the supply chain, like, it's a significant thing to try and get components, right? Just like, I mean, everybody struggled with. And so we were buying, like, everything, right? We were buying all different types of cards, latest and greatest, and whatever we could essentially get our hands on, right?
Right.
And then we were taking those, and because I think a lot of that work went into making the hardware work that we're putting inside of Thalio, right? And so that trickles back down into OS, which makes people like you and people like me that are building their own rigs, it makes your life a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, it made my life a lot easier
yeah,
because the
so-
whole point of the series was Linux can work on anything, and I got that new thing, and it wasn't working, and I was like, oh crap, the series is gonna die now because. And then Pop OS, I tried it, and everything booted, and it was there was some kind of situation they eventually fixed later in the kernel where it was just keeping the BIOSes from something was happening with AMD where it just locked up the BIOSes when you were trying to boot Linux.
Like initializing
Yeah,
the GPU
initializing
or
it, and
something
you guys
like that.
had it fixed, and man, it was awesome.
Well, that's I've seen some. I mean, there's I think Savvy Nick. I don't know if you've ever watched him on YouTube, but he goes through and he like sleuths through our GitHub, compile stuff and just start like tech demoing it, and it's like our UI UX people are like, but it's not even, but it's not ready. And it's like, well, this is broken. He's like, yeah, it's broken because it's not ready. But we have our internal tech demo for some of the new Cosmic stuff. I think next week is going to be kind of floating around. And then what I was told, the current date, and this may change, probably will change, but toward the end of September is when we're going to release our kind of beta of Cosmic, and the work is kind of going into that.
No kidding.
So
That's all the Rust desktop environment, right?
yeah. So we're working on it hard, and the UI and UX team, they're always like, hey, can we get a few people to help us out and just to sit down and how do you use Pop? What do you do? What is your workflow? And then all the stuff that's there that I love, like tiling and the way in which we do tiling and our workspaces and stacks and all that stuff. A lot of that stuff is just getting different visual stuff on it. We're adding some theming stuff to it, some other stuff. So I think there's going to be some stuff.
I'm really excited about what you guys are doing with Cosmic. We did a whole series on it with you guys, but I want to bring you guys on when you're ready. Definitely, we'd love to have you on to talk about it.
Absolutely love to. Well, I'm going to let you carry on.
Oh, that's really good. It's nice meeting you, man.
But we'll hang out with us evening.
Yes. No, that's respect right there. That's respect. Where did you go for 9 hours, man? What? Oh my God!
I'll bring more down later.
That's awesome. Durhan's hooked us up here. You got the shark fighting the gecko? Which one's gonna win? Yeah. Gecko? Yeah. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you. I like that hat. That is a dope hat. Oh, thanks. I have not seen that one around before.
Oh, you haven't?
Where's that one been?
I just got it a little while
Oh,
ago.
is it at their booth?
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to get one. Oh wow.
He's all get that.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta get it now. I like that hat. That's dope. Hey.
What do you guys do?
We're a podcasting network for Linux.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got a whole list of our shows here. If you want to grab one of those, and
Thank you.
I need some more stuff. We need to fill up.
We also do YouTube, media production, all stuff. Like this is one of the shows that we do.
Oh, okay. Nice. So these are lists of all the shows on podcasts.
Right. All the current shows we're actually adding more right now, but we didn't have time to get them in. But so that will take you to the website, and the other one that send you an email if you want to get in touch with us.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much.
We're getting low on swag. I guess that's a good thing.
See if I can make Ryan laugh off camera.
Oh my gosh! That is awesome! I love it! I think it's hilarious. Did you make that?
Yeah, in about 3 minutes, someone said something on the LGC Discord. Like, you don't school Barbie or something. I'm like, oh yeah? They went to Econ Exacting Life, and took a picture, post.
I love it, I love it. Actually, these are
I was trying. He got so irritated at me. I was
I don't think so. Hey, Steve, can you do me a huge favor? Can you grab me one of those red hat hats at the Red Hat booth, the baseball cap? Someone walked by with one, and I want it before they're gone. I would love you forever. I already love you forever, but
I'll take one too.
They have it.
Oh, they? Oh, okay.
thank you, Steve. Red hat. It's a baseball cap.
Awesome, thank you.
See, it gets crazy in here, doesn't it?
Oh my
It's just
God.
like, you
All
get
of a sudden,
inundated.
everyone shows up.
Yeah. And I got so inundated, and and a lot of people come up to me and like, Jill, how do you do it? How do you go from like chicks to the destination like smooth and back and forth?
You're like, I just go a little crazy. That's what I do.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Want to scan me?
Nope, you can just grab stuff. We don't need to scan you. I wish we didn't get a scanner. They didn't give us. We're not that fancy.
All right. Thank you.
And that way, it's cool to make sure to get a picture of the three of us without our masks on.
Yes, we need to.
First,
Yeah.
you wait until it dies down a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that. I agree. Let's wait till later.
Just give away some of this. We had more. I forgot. Got the old school stickers in the Ziploc bag. That's when you know it's legit.
So we talked to a YouTuber.
Oh yeah. Oh, very cool. You listen to podcasts at all?
What's that?
You listen to podcasts at all?
No. Maybe. Let's see.
We do podcast, video podcasts, YouTube channels.
Here's a list of all the podcasts we do.
So we do. This one is Destination Linux, where we do video podcasts.
Good.
This is our OG original Destination Linux swag. Yep.
Now, where are these from?
We don't know.
Are they from Mexico? Okay, that's kind of cool. I'd never seen that. Oh, Bimbo Bakeries. So you can probably find them bodega.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for them. That's cute. All right, guys, have a good day.
You too.
It is crazy how little people here at Scale specifically listen to podcasts.
Yeah. That's why you can't leave it on the table. But we got a box over here.
Yeah, you can grab some. Got fidget spinners.
Oh yeah.
It's Jill, everyone. Jill.
You ever seen the shows? You ever seen the shows? Yeah, we have podcasts. So we have podcasts, YouTube videos, we have even video podcasts as well.
Thank you so much. Look at this hat. Tell me that is not dope.
So we do talk about Linux.
You didn't do anything illegal while you had a badge.
We also have enterprise level stuff with pseudo shows, things like that. And if you want to take one of the cards, you can check out our stuff.
That's amazing.
Yep, feel free to take that.
You want one of these? What Durhans gave us. I Red Hat. Love Ansible, by the way. Ansible is dope. I want to learn to do more with Ansible. I actually have a course I was checking out to learn more about Ansible myself. can do basic stuff, you know, when you follow the guide that somebody else did, but I want to learn it. Huh?
It's a big stack. So I'm going to take it, but it's smaller.
Are you sure about that?
100%.
Huh. Hi. Grab some stuff if you want.
I'll take the fidget spinner.
Fidget spinners, of course. Yes.
You ever seen our shows? We do podcasts, YouTube videos. So if you want to check out our stuff, you can just take one of these, and you can just go to our website, untitled.com. That's where everything is. We got a podcast for.
It's like your reception.
I think we also have enterprise stuff for the single show. We also have a Linux user that's online on a podcast. It's really interesting style of doing it. So
How you doing?
everybody can just join in.
You listen to any podcasts at all? We've got a whole series of shows and podcasts on Linux and open source. Check out. Feel free to grab some swag while you're here.
Can't have too much brain.
Exactly. I feel like there's so much swag out there that I haven't been able to go
I know.
grab.
It's especially Friday. It's only not enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting at Fridays.
Yeah.
Are Friday's busier than before?
Often. Well, Saturday always comes in waves, but Friday is like consistently more.
Okay. Everyone wants to get on the swag.
Hi everyone.
How's Linux Chicks booth going?
We've been swamped. Just
Yeah?
like we have here.
That's awesome.
My two booths, and it's, I can't be. I want to be in two places at once. I need a wormhole.
Yeah, so you can just teleport.
Yeah.
Both
That's why
Star
next
Trek
year
movies.
we'll have to be next to each other.
Yes.
Just make my life a lot.
Could you imagine how much easier that would be?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get them to do. Like,
Yeah.
that's mainly for Jill to be easier to go back and forth.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then I would have to choose.
Those are brains, man. Yes, absolutely you can. Here's our
So in
This
order
is
to
a
get
Steam
any
Deck,
of
yes.
this swag, you have to go here, and go to tuxdigital.com and check out the podcast. That's the only requirement. Forget any other stuff. So,
I only got the good order.
yeah.
I love this product. This is my favorite thing.
They sponsor us, and we love Bitwarden too,
Yeah,
man.
they sponsor our network.
Oh, really?
That proves we're legit.
Have you seen the Steam Deck before?
I've seen it only in videos.
Only in videos. Well, there you go, man. Check it out.
It's huge.
You can hold your swag. I know you want to hold it. Everyone wants to hold it.
He needs a backpack for his swag.
Yeah, you need a backpack for your swag.
He had a backpack.
Oh, thank you. Did you guys ever play with the Game Gear?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
This is Game Gear size.
Yeah, it's gigantic. Yeah.
hook you up with more stuff.
Thank you. Wanna hold it?
Oh, I stole your phone though. You probably want that back.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
I'll tell him to brought some up so that he didn't have to pay $9.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got purified water from the sprouts.
Oh, wow.
You can have one.
You can have one if you want. I know it's a kids pass system. It's kind of cool.
How's that work?
No, it is. It's on his pass. It said kids pass.
Cool. You need stress, man.
Yeah,
De-stress.
My girlfriend had something on her hand, and I had a a little computer, like, keyboard, she wore it out, so I was looking for something.
There you go. Now you got
something
another
that has
one.
enough resistance. Some of these things are like
Yeah.
Jello.
Yeah, they're too
They're
easy.
really cool, but they're not.
Yeah. That one's pretty good. You listen to podcasts at all?
What was that?
You listen to podcasts at all?
Oh, yeah, some. You guys got one that's good?
I think it's pretty good. Those are all of our shows. We've got a whole network of shows out there. The main one is Destination Linux there, but if you like enterprise or corporate pseudo show, we got a little bit for everyone. Some hangouts and other stuff you can be a part of in the community.
I listen to some of Leo Laporte's.
Who's that?
Leo Laporte.
Twit network.
Twit.
I've been on
Okay.
Twit. So you ever watch Floss Weekly? Floss Weekly?
It's probably on one of the list.
It's on Twit.
Yeah, I have it in my phone. I think it's called Leo Podcast.
Right.
And I go to the gym and listen to it.
I used to. Well, I haven't in a while, but I was a host for Floss Weekly for a little while.
What is Floss? What's the subject?
It's basically they interview a guest every week. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, we kind of do some similar stuff. But what the cool thing is, like this show right here is Destination Linux. It's I'm confident in saying it's the best Linux podcast that's ever been made. I mean, I'm a little biased, but I'm confident with it. So I think you should check it out.
I think Leo and his crew is getting a little lax.
Yeah,
Maybe he's doing it too long.
we're very hungry about it.
Half the time you listen to them, and it's like they're talking about random nonsense.
Yeah.
The personal thing, that's okay. That's not what I listen to.
Sure.
And then there's the other side of it, and that's the Security Now.
Yep.
And he's basically reading very dry security reports. And he goes out to get on whatever they call it. Numbers with 12 digits and stuff like that. It's like, I'm listening to it, so I'm not, I'll go to the website.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of convey that over the audio. Yeah, we do video podcasts and audio podcasts.
His Linux one is brand new, and you have to pay for it.
Do what?
You have to pay for it.
Oh, wow.
It's a quality of the other ones.
I didn't know they were doing Linux.
Yeah, just Linux Now or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Might be just use the Linux. Anything you listen to?
Well, I think you should check out our stuff. It's free to listen to, you know. We do the open source approach, you know. If you want to support us, you can, but you don't have to. You can enjoy the stuff that we make. And that's our philosophy. If you go to touchdigital.com, you can get access to everything. The Big Word is a sponsor of the network, so they want us we offer to let them, give out some of their stuff.
Using, what's the other one? I think somebody had it. Flashback?
No.
No. I said I was using them.
Oh, I see.
I'm running all kinds of issues, so I'm thinking about
Oh, awesome. If you're going to switch to Big Word, you need one of these so you can see the hidden message. Bigword.com/titles.
Oh, okay. And you don't get what consequences.
Yeah, you telling them that you decided from us and that sort of thing, and it lets them know that sponsoring our network is a good idea for them.
Grab a card. This is all of our shows and podcasts we do.
Are you looking for new ones or you're full up?
Actually, right there is, you see, you could be there. So yes, our network does, we're bringing on new shows.
Feel free to, on the back of
You
the
have
card.
something, do you do a show or you're
We've
interested?
done about 30 so far.
You've done 30 shows. Nice.
It's not specifically about Linux, but it's about open source culture and society kind of thing.
Okay.
Does the name Marcel Gagné ring a bell?
No, but I'm newer in Linux. You might know the name.
What name?
Does the name Marcel Gagné ring a bell?
It does, but I don't remember why.
He did a Cooking with Linux column on the back of every copy of Linux Journal.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And And so he and I have been doing this sort of off and on again podcast. We're on about a 30th episode.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll check it out. If you want to take one of the cards, or you can go on the back of the card is an email. You can just scan the email or send it to us, and we can check it out that way. We got some links and stuff. You can also check out our content and see if you like what we do.
You want to take a bracelet and a brain?
My dad might want to see that.
You might want to see the Sting deck? Probably.
Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely interested in checking it. Send it to me if you want.
The name of it is Tic-Tac-Toe. T-E-K. Tic-Tac-Toe.
Nice.
And it's, like I say, he's way into 3D. And so we've both got a real deep background in Linux, but it's like the intersection of society and culture. So it's not that technically oriented, but anyway, I'll send you a link. You'll see, like, it's out there. It's not like
Right.
So okay, very cool.
Nice come back. You might want to get that off the desk so someone doesn't take it again.
Good point. How you doing?
You guys are gonna bring that.
I heard your son said my dad's gonna want to see this. So there you go, man. You want to see it?
Check it out. Cool. Try it. Just be careful.
I can't try it.
You can't?
He didn't let me in. He didn't let me in. The
Really good
controllers
disc
make
volume.
it
Isn't
look
it amazing?
crazy.
They did such a great job with it.
Just be careful with it, kid.
The joysticks are just arcade level joysticks. They're just really well done all the way around.
Do you need that many?
You got one?
Fidget
I'm going to try to grab all of them.
What is these for?
Those are touchpads, like mouse interface. So you can rub your fingers across it and it works like a mouse.
Sure?
Apex Legends!
Sure. There you go.
I don't think it'll play because it's not connected to the internet, but you guys into podcasts at all?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you listen to our shows?
Yep.
Oh, okay, good.
Buy all
Just
of
making
them.
sure.
Yeah, that phone looks familiar.
Oh, that's right. Nice. Is that the Pro too?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. The only thing I can't stand about the Pixel Pro is the auto dimming. It always goes too dark on me. Do you have that issue?
Really? I've never had that issue.
Really? Okay. I'm wondering if it's
When does it happen?
anytime. I could be in this
really?
light and all of a sudden it dims real dark. Like it's
think
trying
I've
to
ever
auto
ran into
adjust and it's terrible.
I have ran into it when we run to the older Pixels, but I don't think I've run into it
I'm gonna run
recently.
into it here. Interesting. I wonder if it's my case maybe blocking one of the sensors or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because I've got this case is what I usually have on it when it's not in a gimbal,
Oh,
and I don't know, maybe one of the sensors is being blocked too much or something. Look at your cutouts.
most of it. I mean, yours is more cut out there, but it looks like all the other sensors are. Oh, this one's a little bit smaller. Maybe that's
Look
the
at
light
that.
sensor
That
or
might be the
something.
light one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That might be my problem then. Look, tech support. You solved this.
Awesome. Glad it could help.
Yeah, exactly.
So I hope you mean that you enjoy it.
Oh, 100%. Just excellent, high quality.
And you want some swag? We got some OG stuff.
Okay, I'll take this. Thank you.
So what you want? Do you listen to all our shows?
Well, mainly yours, just to kind of get the breakdown of what's going on.
Oh, This Week in Linux?
Yes.
Nice. So you should check out Destination Linux as well. And this is another show I'm on. Is that actually me? Yeah, it was me. So it's a really fun show, especially like the latest episodes. It's been kind of like silly fun stuff. So it's kind of like this one's the serious news, and then this one's the fun, just enjoy it. Yes. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Very much appreciate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like 20 hours just to set up the show, that I have to prep it and research it and everything, and then to do the show is like 5 to 10 hours. So it's like a full-time job. The editing is actually the easiest part because I've streamlined it a lot. So luckily, and that's why I had time to do another show. For sure. And then also, I'm on that one with Ryan. We do hardware talk. He teaches me about hardware because I don't know any of that stuff. Well, I know a little now thanks to the show.
Yeah, you're getting better.
More and more. Yeah, exactly.
How you doing?
Yeah. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thanks for coming by. Yep.
What is seat?
It's actually more comfortable.
Have a seat, Michael. People can't see you, Michael.
You need a better tripod, don't you? Man, that was such a good idea. Right? Such a good idea. I just point to it and say, like, this kind of thing.
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Live chat. It's been crazy in the booth here. Sorry, we've been ignoring. Lots of people coming by, which is nice. Not a lot of people listening to podcasts in California, though. In this area. Isn't it weird how many people don't listen to podcasts?
It's kind of odd. It is kind of weird. Yeah. You know, when I look at it, every time I've talked to somebody and they say they haven't seen our show or heard of our shows, I don't. Yeah, I'm excited because they get to experience it for the first time. You know, you just gotta look at it that way because that's a good sign. And I would prefer
There's a lot of people we haven't reached. How do we reach these kids?
I prefer it because it also means that we got more market to bring in. You don't want to be saturated, right?
Don't we? Don't we want to own it?
Okay, you don't want to be limited, I guess is what I meant to say. Oh yeah, I think it's another.
Folks need some bus billboards. You know what? We actually thought about buying a expressway sign. So you know the billboards on the expressway? We were looking into getting a billboard on the expressway with Destination Linux on it. And so that is an idea we're looking at. 'Cause why not? Could you imagine our beautiful faces on your commute to work every morning? What else could you want out of life, you know?
Yeah,
They were saying we need a billboard, and I was like, we were looking at that. We talked about it.
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we have podcast, video, YouTube channels, and this is one of our podcasts. We have video podcasts. And feel free to get anything you like.
It's like, oh, the new distribution is strong.
We do cover some of that stuff, yeah. I mean, this is a news show, so I cover all the news on this show, and then we cover, more in-depth conversations, stuff like that on this one.
You're looking at the Steam Deck, aren't you?
I did get it.
Oh, yeah?
I've left it in open source.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I left it
We're
in
the
open
sponsor
source.
of our network.
You like it?
That's how
play
OG
Elden
shipped
Ring
from
all day
years
on
ago.
What's that?
I play Elden Ring during work.
Elden Ring? Oh,
So this
okay,
is the,
yeah.
This is the old.
That one doesn't play on it, right?
Destination Linux
What?
logo
Elden Ring doesn't
before
work on
I
it?
joined
No, it works really well.
Oh, it does? Okay.
In fact, the Windows works better than the Windows version. What happened is that they cop patch some Destiny announcements. So what happens is Elden Ring, what it does, it allocates the deal to really awesome.
Oh, no kidding.
So what happened is they have cop patch
And if you do
so it doesn't
check it
do all
out, be sure to send us an email what you think here.
That's awesome. I love hearing that.
We'd love to know what you think about
So
that.
yeah, you can buy Elden Ring and literally play on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I haven't played. I played Elden Ring, but I didn't play it on the Steam Deck, so I didn't. But I think I remember what you're talking about because when it first released, people were saying there was some bug or something happened where it was choppy.
Feel free to
Yeah,
comment.
because
really
my
choppy.
ability allocates a lot of little memory that came off because, like, you know, I don't want to insult the Japanese culture, but they don't care that much about software. They don't respect their software engineers. So there's still brilliant software engineers like in Japan, like, you know, the guy who maintained Git, but then there's everyone else, and it's just so bad. It's like, because they don't pay them at all. They just don't care about paying them.
That's interesting. Elden Ring was amazing though. Did you beat it?
No, I'm just having fun just dying from the market.
Oh my gosh. It took me because I didn't play the other Dark Souls and stuff. It took me weeks just to get good enough to not die every 5 seconds in that game. And to learn that they'll put a boss in the beginning round that you cannot beat unless you're super good at the game. But I would go up and attack anybody I saw, and that was a deadly mistake.
YouTube videos and stuff like that.
I love the market
And
turns out you don't need to dodge it.
absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I saved a couple of myself.
The thing is, that's
I can't not have
that's
this.
hard.
Yeah.
That's how you don't put this run around your fidget cubes.
I don't know.
It's
I
hard.
should get one of
I'm
those
trying
then.
to do that the second, I got to easy enough where I
Oh,
just
that's
start
it. Oh, yeah. I saw some videos about that.
It's like the parry dash.
The horse that you run around on. I've been able to kill a couple bosses.
It's a password manager.
Mounted
You know,
on the horse.
That's
That's been a good tactic too.
So imagine last
Run around
night,
barefoot?
but open source.
You know what? Other thing,
It's also
here the map. Here the new
I just signed with like
You know what they say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, you should do some YouTube tutorials so I can learn.
Yeah, sure.
No, they're hard.
And also, if you sign up for bitwarden.com,
Everyone I see
it
is
lets
people
them know
dodging
that you
you.
found
They
some
always
bugs.
just dodge.
And it gives us credit for it, kind of thing. It's not a commission-based thing. They're just a sponsor of our network.
By the way, I actually figured out how to use
No, we're not Bitwarden. We're Touch
to
Digital.
make a control scheme for
Bitwarden is a
Firefox.
sponsor
You can
partner
actually-
with us.
So you can actually browse the web on the controller.
Oh, really?
We probably
Yeah,
won't do
it
that
turns out,
because
like, you actually,
it was not easy to get
what you
access
do
to
is
the
the
internet not being
right there,
incredibly
open
slow.
control,
So we would need like a super fast pipe. Have a good one.
distribute it. You have it and then somebody can multicast it for you.
Okay, yeah.
We'd have to do it
So
on
you
like
could actually
LTE or something. It would just be like massive drain.
And you basically,
We're good. We're because we kind of
That's
like
pretty dope, man. That's pretty
you
dope.
press
we didn't get all the information we needed for the setup
I
in
forgot
time,
what
so that they couldn't get us the drops.
Steam up.
But next year we're going to be doing that for sure. So if you want to join,
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty visible as a thing, but the only thing that can work is like you actually have to like when you do like when you open like the settings, it creates a new window. It doesn't let you do that because games default has these
Oh
things.
my god.
Yeah, so it's like you can't access the settings, so you have to do it.
I know you guys.
That's a cool hack, man. That's awesome. I didn't know
No, it's
that.
not cool hacking. The thing is like mapping a good desktop.
Just mapping. But that's kind of a hack.
You do another
In a way, you know? I don't think they intended for that, but that's awesome.
Yeah, so basically
do this
you
show.
could actually use like
That's right, because you can run it. And what I really like is that the recent show.
I love it, man. I'm in love with it. I think
yeah,
it's
no
amazing.
trouble. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. It's my laptop.
And I thought it was very well done.
thank you.
Like before you know,
I tried to make that more not necessarily a
basically they could actually
yelling. I saw some other reaction videos.
Yeah,
later.
pretty dumbass. Why
Yeah,
would
yelling
you
at
do
him and
that?
stuff. Yeah.
I love that they did that though. Like everything tells you what games work and what games don't. You know, I love that they.
No. This
Built
Valve.
that.
This Valve. Their beta release is basically finished version of their beta release.
Yeah.
That like we get their release version is like, oh yeah, they give you so much value. I know, seriously.
Yeah, he
All
wanted to
of
do it
their
on his own.
hardware is like that.
Yeah.
It's like
It was like
it's
a choice and you made
it's something.
wait,
It's like what you didn't
It was
realize
weird.
what they could do.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Yep. It is very Valve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very Valve. Like their Steam controller.
Yeah.
They didn't really like need to do like mash all their buttons. So they actually learned how they have to use the.
let's disconnect all the exterior
I think
components.
Linux convenience and largest two-way community.
Yeah.
I think it is. Larger than technically one two-way community.
I would think.
It was like a beginner's thing. It's like it's not a beginner.
I think not like many other communities, we really do.
I had a student
should each other at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just amazed that the company decided to actually lean into it.
Yeah. What they've done for gaming on Linux, Code Weavers and them and everybody has been just.
No, but they're always there. They just needed money, and we couldn't figure out funding model for that.
Yeah, no, I really.
That was just figure something out. But I feel bad for like Casper or
If I never care,
where's the other ones?
Lutris.
No, not Lutris. What's the game called? Feral.
Feral Interactive, yes.
Yeah, I feel bad for them because now they don't have a business model.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them worked on this with Steam, though. They built it with Valve. But they don't get credit for it. You're right. Like on our podcast, we always talk about
No, it's not that they don't get credit for it. They don't have a feature like the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Which I feel like, and you hear like about people trying to make their own game. It's like,
I know.
Yeah.
they even have messed up commit rights. So it's like, it sucks.
I think ultimately it'll be good though for everybody. Because gaming on Linux has never been better.
Yeah. Have you seen our other shows?
It annoys me, but they didn't put like TV
They didn't put what?
It's not a best of all for me, so like the ultimate tables all day.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the dock too. Are they gonna release their dock soon for this? You know?
Should be ordered. So probably a year or two.
You think it'll take that long?
Yeah, good. They're going through that. Good. I ordered them first day and I only got like a few weeks ago.
Oh wow.
When did you order?
God, I don't remember. It was the day. Yeah, it was the day they released pre-orders, and I got it that afternoon.
Yeah.
And then it took forever to get.
Yeah.
But I finally got it. But they said just today they tweeted out that they fixed their supply chain and everybody's going to get theirs now. So hopefully they're all shipping. How you doing?
Good. That's the first time I've seen this in real life.
You want to hold it?
Sure.
I can't remember.
I'll be honest, I'm not a gamer.
Yeah.
But I listen to a lot of Linux podcasts, and they're always talking about this Steam Deck and how hard it is to get a hold of.
Yeah, well, they just tweeted today, I was telling him that they fixed their supply chain issue.
Oh, really?
So hopefully everyone who's ordered one will get it, and then the new ones people can start ordering. But it's one of the finest pieces of machine I've put my hands on.
Yeah, display it.
It's gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
And to think that's Arch Linux that they made that kind of interface with is insane.
That's kind of limited. I look at, I try to figure out to like, figure out how to blend
And you dock it, it becomes a full PC.
Yeah, I mean, what's the performance like on that?
I haven't played with that part of it myself. I just got this a couple of weeks ago, but I hear it's very good. I hear it's incredible.
Yeah, the performance is really good. Because what happened is, we're going to have to figure out where we do that. You got X, all this stuff too. The next generation of Steam Deck. Yeah. And they put it in here. I basically to give you an idea, Apple barely beat them to the punch by a few
Yeah, this is.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
So they take like the new round is more powerful.
It's incredible that you can actually game on Linux now.
Oh, it's fantastic.
All processing.
It's fantastic, man.
I know.
It's changed the whole spectrum of Linux from being this thing where you couldn't game on it and people were like, oh, I run Linux but I can't game it. Now
they have to like
you can do all of these AAA games and everything. And on the best, from one of the biggest game developers, Steam, Valve, everybody knows it. So people who aren't even into Linux are getting Steam Decks, not realizing they're using Linux.
As long as it works, they don't need to know what's under the hood.
Exactly. And Linux is getting that good that you can do that, right? I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah, that's why I bought it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
These things are probably like one of the devices. I feel bad for his competitors because this is such a good price for the device.
How much was it? 400?
The 5 yeah, that's what
That's what is sponsor of our network. You go to that and sign up. It's
How's everyone doing out there?
Also, the 500 counts only $10 a year.
Oh, shoot.
That also
that's 500 $10.
It works on all devices and it's automatically synced. And it's also secure on the world.
Can you hook it up to HDMI to a TV and play with a controller or something?
USB-C, yeah, you can dongle anything from the USB-C, so you can totally hook it up to the TV. And once you do that, that's when it goes into dock mode, and you can Bluetooth the keyboard and everything else into it as well.
KeyPass is limited by just one device. You have to get all the pieces together with the mobile apps, and that's all set up. And then you can actually install one.
It's got all your Bluetooth, everything.
No, but I want to say, I kind of enjoyed that the Realtek, and I checked the Realtek device. You can't mirror your device.
And because they're also open source.
Miracast. You can't do it. You have to dock it and put like a Wi-Fi. I checked. It turns out the Realtek, it has a really big fat firmware. So you can't.
They have
it doesn't have like
tutorial that shows you how to deploy it.
like the MT76. And the MT76 is actually.
And also, of course, you need to check out this
You listen to podcasts at all?
I do, yeah. Actually, I listen to Destination Linux.
Awesome, my man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the downside. Like you can't miracast the device onto a TV.
Hey, you need to get on our podcast, man. Listen to our podcast.
You need to check it out. You don't want to miss out.
You're missing out. Your
It's
life
the
is
greatest
empty.
podcast
Your life is
ever
like that
created.
cup without our podcast. Empty.
I do their follow copy.
Can I snag a spinner?
Grab some of everything you want, man.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know you guys are viewers, but the thing is, like, other things are not doing Linux.
Our stuff's the best. I'm not biased.
Yeah, it's the
just
greatest
literally
podcast
the best.
ever created for Linux, and we're not biased about that. It's just that's
What's
just
up,
fact.
Lamer? You're back. The Sousa Fluffy.
I'm here all
I know. I've seen everybody like stalking you, get pictures, all that.
Yep, it's
You're
fun.
very popular.
No, I want to say like if you
Is that a new one?
on regular
Is that a
detail,
new
like
one?
the screen doesn't work well because when I try to wake you up, the screen doesn't work.
I've seen
Didn't he fix that with the latest patch?
I don't think they did. I have to check.
I saw something about them fixing the sleep issue. You might want to see if they have if you download the latest one.
And the sound chip is not recognized.
Yeah.
So basically, so that's like the two major sticking things.
Yeah, they can fix all that with software though.
Yeah, they could. Collabora, I took a look at the kernel sources from my child. It turns out Collabora wrote the patches.
Oh really?
So yeah, they wrote the patches, so they definitely love free. Yeah. So yeah, but they wrote the patches up and like it's a matter of when.
Yeah.
But they do things right. I look at the patches, it's like an ugly 1% working.
Worth a shot. Yeah. I don't want it to fall. But yeah, it was a good idea. It was a good thought. Yeah, man, check out our podcast. You need to watch us.
Yeah, I'm already doing other stuff. I'm already doing all other stuff, and I did LWN.
All that stuff is okay, but this is the greatest podcast ever created by us, and it's
Unless you get to be part of a community.
yeah.
An amazing community.
I'm just happy to
Ours is better. Don't worry about
I'm
that.
happy to my outpad.
That's a good one, but ours is a little better.
How you doing, man?
Thank you so much. Who is the super user here?
The super user? Oh, he's the super user.
Probably. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
So we do a media podcast. We also do YouTube videos and everything. So you can check out this one.
Oh, you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, this is our video podcast, Destination Linux. And if you want to check it out, you can just go to this, untitledigital.com. And we have podcasts from every level of, beginner-friendly, fun podcasts to also like enterprise business stuff like the Pseudo Show.
Linux Saloon, the greatest saloon about Linux that doesn't have an actual bar fight. You know what? I like that tagline, Nate.
Yes. Education. We have a combination of educational and also an entertainment factor too. So one of our main things is that we want to make educational videos but also enjoyable. And we also do a news podcast with Linux. Basically it's a 25-minute show that just gives you once every week, gives you like an onslaught of 10 to 15 different topics.
You guys a media platform?
Yeah, we are. Check out our card here. Here are all of our different shows that we have. We're on YouTube, podcast, the whole gamut.
My brain.
You can grab some swag, whatever you need.
That's our YouTube channel.
Yeah, good.
Hardware and security on that channel.
You brought the Steam Deck, Justin?
We just brought it since people have been asking about it, so if they want to see it, you're welcome to check it out if you want to take a look at it. It's cool. Have you played with one before?
I've not played with one before.
Dude, it's amazing.
I want to. I've got a gaming rig at home and stuff like that, but I've never actually seen one of these.
Yeah, you can hold it if you want, man. It's amazing that that's an Arch interface and how clean they made it. It's just absolutely beautiful.
I like how light it actually is.
Riding on an airplane, playing with that was amazing. It was so much fun.
And does it go higher than 60 FPS?
On certain games you can, but honestly, I can't really notice when it's doing at 70 and 80 at certain games. I don't really see the difference with the small screen. I mean, compared to a monitor. But yes, it can. Some of the games I've been hitting like 140 frames per second. Just depends on the game and stuff. Like it's a beast. They've really done an amazing job with it. Yeah, man, absolutely. We also have Hardware Addicts as one of our shows that I do with them, where we talk about all the latest hardware and stuff out there too. So it's fun to check out if you like hardware stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
My big show, so I'm happy to help them out.
Ooh, open mic night. What's up? What's a YouTube, Alex? You trolling me, man? Yeah.
Have you tried out the Steam Deck?
I haven't. I can say I haven't.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, it's actually beautiful.
You can hold it if you want.
Oh, how you doing? Whoa.
Oh, isn't it a beast? It's just gorgeous, ain't it? Valve outdid themselves with this.
Yeah, so nice.
You guys.
Linux inside, right?
What's that?
Is the Steam engine Linux?
Yes, it's Arch based. So Arch, this is actually an Arch interface. Believe it or not, this is Arch Linux. And they built this. They built this in Arch over top of Arch, and it's just the most gorgeous interface. Look how they did all their settings and everything. It's just
also touch.
so simple. Oh yeah, it's touchscreen too.
Oh, cool.
We just migrated.
You know, I'm actually gonna have to buy one.
You got to, man. You will not regret it. I love it. Not that I'm here to sell it, but I just love it so much.
You just did.
There you go. Valve, if you're watching, I want some money.
Yeah. Give this guy some money. Cool. Very nice.
Yeah, man. You're welcome. You're welcome.
And also on the other side right here, when you check it out, let us know what you think of the shows. We'd love to hear what you think.
See, I'm here promoting Arch. If you didn't notice, really, you think it's just me promoting the Steam Deck. It's not. Arch.
What about Arch? It's overrated? I agree.
It is incredibly usable interface for Arch. What they did on top of Arch is insane. I agree, Nate.
No, I'm good.
I need a drink, man. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Steam Deck.
Oh yeah. What is that?
The Steam Deck.
Valve?
It runs Linux. It emulates Steam, so you can basically, it's like a Nintendo Switch, but it's all open source.
And it's made by the Valve company that makes games.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty awesome.
It's friggin' awesome, yeah. It runs KDE over there.
Yes, it does. My business partner's not here to let you know. It also runs Arch.
Yeah, Arch Linux, yeah.
He really wants people to know that.
It started with Debian, though.
Well,
They started over there.
SteamOS did. Yeah.
So they went Debian route. They gave like all the Debian developers like free Steam credits and all this stuff. But I don't know why they switched to Arch.
Oh, because they needed updates to the hardware. Debian doesn't update the hardware fast enough.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only reason.
Yeah, they don't update the kernel, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only reason they needed it.
That's a rolling release OS, that's why.
Yeah. Well, the way they're doing it is super interesting because it's like it's rolling, but it's also not.
Yeah.
They're doing a read-only style Arch. So they're taking Arch and like rebuilding it.
Oh wow.
So SteamOS is Arch, but it also is not really
Based on Arch.
Yeah. It's
Kind
based
of
on
like,
Arch.
how Chromebooks are based on Gentoo, right? They took Gentoo and they took Portage, and then they...
It's barely Gentoo anymore.
barely Gentoo now. Where's the Gentoo guys? What the hell?
I don't think they're here this year.
No, that sucks. I have to volunteer.
We do podcasts and YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Oh.
So this is one of our main podcasts, Destination Linux. And we have all these other ones as well. And if you're into the enterprise stuff, we have the pseudo show. That covers all sorts of, Kubernetes and all the cloud stuff. And if you want to take this, you can check out all of our shows.
Let's take a picture of it.
All right.
Save the front, right? This one?
Yeah, that's the email.
Let's just take a picture of the...
Have a good one. Oh yeah, Bitwarden's a sponsor of our network. You have a Bitwarden account? This is
my own.
Oh, okay. Like Ballwarden?
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
Yep, have a good one. Cubicle Nate, nice. Best wishes for No Con Crud, appreciate that. That's what the masks are for. And also, this kind of stuff. Actually, some of them are giving away things. That's a good idea. Hello? Y'all enjoy podcasts? Well, we do a video podcast and YouTube channel.
I used to listen for a while.
Well, it's gotten way better, so you should check it out. The recent stuff.
Alright, cool.
When was the last time you listened?
A few years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's way different now.
We used to run a virtual private server provider, but we both got out of that. So,
Oh, okay.
And so it's a little bit less relevant for us now.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, I think you should check this one out because it's, in addition to being like educational, it's also very entertaining. I mean, I know I'm a little biased, but I think it's fantastic.
I do embedded stuff, so I don't know if you guys have any interest in embedded Linux.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We also have enterprise stuff with the pseudo show. And we're also, if you want to do an embedded Linux show, we're also doing, need people to join our network and stuff like that.
I know some people who are already doing embedded podcasts, but I'm not sure I can really compete with them. Like that.
Yeah, that's the main thing is we provide a network that helps people do it. You know?
Yeah. Probably not, but it's a nice spot.
All right.
Well, I'll check it out. You probably got no listeners.
Awesome. Hux Digital. You guys talk with a podcast, right? Yeah, podcast and YouTube channel. Okay. How long have you guys been around? Technically, the Hux Digital Network has only been around a couple of years. The show has been around about 4. So we started doing podcasts and then branched it out into more. So we have now 7 podcasts, including the Fedora podcast. Nice. And we have this is a video podcast, and this is Destination Linux. I'm one of the hosts of Destination Linux, and also this guy's another one. And we do this is an educational podcast, but also mostly it's kind of like an entertainment aspect. You know, it's more to have fun.
Where are you, Brian? I'm Kyle. This is the fill your brain. You gotta fill your brain. Yes, this is your brain. Yeah. In the fried egg. Yeah. We're podcast network. Those are all of our shows there. Linux, open source, all that good stuff.
You guys actually have a show?
What's that?
You guys actually have a show?
We have 6 of them, 6 different podcasts. Being here on a couple of them.
Okay.
But those are all of our shows. We got YouTube, podcasts, all that stuff.
Hey, that's pretty awesome, man.
Definitely check us out.
Check it out.
Please do. Feel free to grab some additional swag if you want. You'll be a fan anyway, so you might as well grab some bumper stickers.
Right now I'm building I love this symbol.
Oh, you love the Linux chicks? Yeah. Jill's on our network from the Linux chicks.
Oh yeah, they love it.
She's over there. She's on our network as well.
I work with Linux mostly. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Oh, the grocery shopping, man.
Yeah. You have a Bitwarden account? You have a Bitwarden account?
You usually one, yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, how do you guys work with?
I do wish I had a Baja Blast.
Sponsor of our network. Oh, okay.
We do every week, and Michael said they're noodle arms, so he's not impressed. So like this show is every week. Working on arms as hard as he runs his mouth. A couple of arms every other week. Yeah, man.
You guys normally talk on the show like about how to do things.
Oh yeah, we have a variety of stuff. Michael hurt himself at the gym today, everyone. So we have he tried to keep up. He hurt his shoulder. He's been whining about it all day. And also sometimes we have like in-depth things like the next episode we're going to cover some like. He's in the middle of selling or talking to people, so I'm not going to interrupt. And then also you can ask him about it later. A segment where we take on like a big topic and then break it down and make it entertaining.
I see. That's fun. I definitely. Are you on
I'm nearly out of brains. The brains are popular.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, this is playing on YouTube right now. I'm nearly out of brains. Don't quote that. Don't quote that. Some of the shows are video podcasts and some are audio only. It depends on.
I don't mind audio. I can get it. Yeah.
So all of our shows at least have an audio component, and the 2 of them have this kind of thing.
Are you aware of any shows that are more geared towards kids?
Well, this show kind of is. We kind of cover some topics that are related, but all of our shows are family friendly. So if you have,
oh, okay. So they're family friendly.
Yeah. So if your kids are born, then you don't have to worry about that.
Good. All right, I'll check it out.
We don't really have any shows that are geared towards kids. Is that what you're asking?
Well, I'm more asking if there are any shows geared towards kids, maybe like they're 8 or 10, about to explore different things, in technology, and so
that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, because my kid, my wife, she only knows Apple product, right? And for me, I love that, but that's not the only thing. I love my kid to get more exposed. That's why I'm spending my very precious time to build 10 Xboxes for my kids. So I'm like getting my kids, hey look, I'm building the motherboard and here's the USB stick. It's the open source technology. You just put it in and you gotta go through the installation process. And then wow, if you don't like this distro, you can try something else. So I try to give them exposed.
Doing well.
That's a great idea. You listen to any podcasts at all?
I am a big podcaster.
We have a whole.
Listener.
Yeah, good. Well, even if you were a podcaster, we accept new ones. We're a whole network of shows that we have, and they're all Linux and hardware related. So you can check out. Feel free to grab some swag as well. And
Oh yeah, we try.
the brains are popular.
Nintendo Switch, all these iPads.
Okay.
Absolutely. Anything you want.
And now
You're welcome.
I'm exposing my kids to games. There's a lot of good things in it. Exactly.
We were joking about the Baja Blast, Alex, by the way. Jill took us to like an authentic Mexican restaurant yesterday, and Michael kept asking where the Baja Blast was, because she said it was Baja Mexican food, which we weren't familiar with that term. So anyway, that's the thing. And in California, they have the Cheez-It Taco Bell thing, where it's like all the taco stuff on a giant Cheez-It. Have you heard about this? So I actually want to go to Taco Bell here in California specifically, just to try the Cheez-It. It's a thing. Look it up. It actually sounds disgusting to me, but I kind of want to try it still.
All of our content is on digital.com. And also, once you listen to it, be sure to let us know what you think about it in that email.
Sure. And then,
How did you get lucky enough? I'm on like after Q3 here. I'm like on like super wait list.
yeah, it's a matter of luck, I guess. I ordered it the day it came out, and we all got ours on the network and stuff that we do. But yeah, if you want to check it out, man.
Yeah, I gotta look at it. It'd be like,
It's amazing. It's just a gorgeous piece of machinery.
I know, I'm like probably after Christmas, probably like March.
Well, I did see him tweet today that they've fixed all their supply chain issues. So if you have one ordered, they're supposed to be getting them out.
So maybe I'll get one sooner than I thought.
Yeah. It's everything it was supposed to be and more in my
Oh
mind.
man, this looks awesome.
Yeah,
I keep seeing all the compatible games coming out, and they're like, this works, and this works.
What I like is they actually tell you. So keep scrolling. You see how it had that exclamation mark on Borderlands? So it actually tells you that there's something in that game that doesn't work right. I think that's a cutscene or something that doesn't work. And if you scroll over and you see a green check mark, it means that runs perfect.
I mean, this game would be awesome.
So I love that they kind of tell you so you don't end up, playing something that's broke or whatever. It's kind of awesome.
They just left.
Elden Ring.
It became like a lot. There's a little bit of drama there. When we talk about
I'm really hoping that this will inspire developers to kind of do Linux stuff in their games and really.
It has to. I mean, it's so gangbusters for them.
I'm really hoping that they'll take that into consideration.
has become the dominant type of development.
And the fact that we got the anti-cheat, the companies that were doing the anti-cheat, easy anti-cheat, all that, that wouldn't support Linux, now they do when this came out, all that. So now you got a whole bunch of AAA titles that came in.
Part of me is
pretty awesome.
that the companies are involved, the other part is not.
It's hard to believe that's all over top of an Arch interface, isn't it? Like how plain even the settings and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just clicking stuff.
There, all your different changes of brightness, everything's just so simple and well set up for it. They just
Amazon's a great example of that.
I'm a CTO.
Yeah, because when you sit on a plane and come to a conference, you want like something in your hand. It's perfect.
I was playing it on a plane. He played it the whole plane ride, which was 4 hours for him. It's just got great battery life, lots of power. It's awesome.
Oh, Keaton's on the list. I gotta put that in.
Online lending, that's the first one. And then payment.
Okay, now I'm
You listen to any podcasts?
Well, yeah.
Here's our list of shows that we do, our podcasts, and we also have YouTube video podcasts and things, so check us out.
Okay,
Get a
definitely.
chance. And feel free to grab some swag. Steam Deck's not part of swag, though. Sorry.
Yeah. But, hey, thanks for letting me hold it, though.
Of course, man. Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure that's come by. And just,
Oh yeah, a lot of people have just been drooling over the Steam
I
Deck.
know.
I love it though. I love that gaming on Linux has gotten that good and got that many people so excited.
I know. I've been doing Linux for a long time, and it used to suck.
We're not on
Really badly.
Thanks to Code Weavers and Valve and all that stuff, they've just done amazing. They've made it a viable gaming platform.
We think that both are equally.
All right. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Nice meeting you.
We also started having looking at different
types of podcasts. So like this one, the Hardware Addicts is a hardware-related podcast.
I know I have no brain. You're drinking one right now? That's rude, Alex. You're drinking one without us.
Not a lot of people.
I know we should give away Steam Decks, right? You come to our booth, you get a free Steam Deck. We just need you to donate a couple $1 million for us to buy a whole bunch of them. And I think we could really get us swarmed here.
He does. So he's the host of the show, and I'm like the everyday asking questions. But I don't know what it is.
So you guys talk about like Raspberry Pi and stuff like that?
Yes, Raspberry Pi. Basically, we talk about laptops and new GPUs that come out, even though you can't get them, but you can now.
You can now, yeah.
Yeah, and and there's new technology about. Like, we also talk about like the breakdown of different technologies. So like explain how the different resolution of monitors is important depending on what people need.
Am I being too serious?
Like how the batteries work and how the new battery technology and stuff like that.
Right.
So we kind of cover like every basis of computer hardware as much as possible.
It's a lot.
It's really awesome.
And I've learned a lot from being on the show. It took making the show for me to learn this stuff.
So you guys are just writing content for your own shows all the time?
Pretty much, it feels like it.
Yeah. So we have a lot of creators too. It's not just us. We got a whole bunch of creators that create.
Yeah, we have a whole team.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So
we got Linux Saloon, which is a hangout.
Yeah.
Where every
Just
Saturday
hang out?
you just go and hang out, talk Linux.
Hug stuff.
It's like a lug, like a Linux user group. And,
It's virtual.
You can join in anytime, and it's cool because you can join in. Like it happens once a week on Saturdays, and anybody who wants to can just join in and have a conversation about whatever Linux, open source, whatever they want.
Where do you guys talk?
What?
Where do you guys have a discussion?
So currently it's on Zoom.
Okay, so right now.
Yeah, it's on Zoom because it's in the early stages of making the show. So we needed to kind of find a method of making it easier for people to join in. Yes. But also, like, we want to implement stuff like Jitsi, but Jitsi's still in like the stage of we're trying to fix all the bugs around it. So right now, the most reliable way is Zoom. And a lot of people don't seem to be okay, don't be talking that. Some people don't like it.
It's good to know. We're the only ones streaming.
But that's the only one that we use. Linux podcast is a very complicated setup, and that one's a fun one because we actually.
Impatient Ape, about your mask question, I don't know honestly. I've not seen anybody without a mask. I see people who come in and take them off, but I think to get in you have to have your mask. But as a exhibitor like us,
That's really cool.
I think I just lost the connection.
Check it out. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Michael.
Ryan.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Look out for you guys on the.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. It'll be awesome to talk to you.
Yeah, I will. I'll send the email. Awesome. Thank you.
I think I lost you guys for a second, but it looks like we're back now. But yeah, some people walk around without their masks, but as exhibitors, we have to have our masks, if that helps you.
So the rule is everyone is supposed to have a mask regardless, and some people, like 99%, follow it. Jill.
This is Nova King.
Nova, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I didn't know we were fist bump, but we'll do both.
He's amazingly brilliant. He started doing the talks, the kid talks here at Scale.
Oh,
many years ago.
Nice.
And
A gnome fan too.
Yes.
Nice, I love it.
So he's
This is a KDE guy. I'm a gnome.
Yeah, I know. I've seen.
Oh, okay, oh, you guys.
I don't watch every week, but I try to.
I love that. Thank you very much for
He
watching.
calls me Scale Mom.
Scale Mom.
Oh God, that was so long ago.
Yeah. So anyways, but Nova is.
I was gonna say, as soon as I saw Nova, I feel like you've been in chat or something when you talked.
I have. I've been for the destination, for the Linux Daily Wednesday, or whatever.
Okay.
But he hasn't. He's been on Twitter with me about destination.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I've seen you around. Definitely seen you.
They them pronouns for me. Just so you know.
Which is it?
They them pronouns for me. Just so you know. Yeah.
So he works with AR and VR and has done some work with code leakers and yeah.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah, so I'm
awesome.
making a display server.
Really?
Yes, and his is working.
Well,
It really does
basically,
work now, yeah.
we are just
I wanna see.
Let's see if the internet will actually
Yeah.
demo videos.
and collaborations with different desktop environments.
You know, I need to put. I gotta.
Oh, and by the way, did I mention, Stardust absolutely destroys like the concept of a window manager in the desktop environment.
Yeah?
Yep. That's fun.
I'm putting. I keep forgetting to put these in my pocket because as I'm walking around, I've had people come up to me. I want a picture with you. And I'm like,
Okay, you want to go? Yeah, perfect. How's your booth going? Still
oh,
slammed?
Yeah, we're still slammed.
It was like endless here for a second. Come in waves.
And we're still streaming.
We are still streaming.
No, but we're streaming there.
Oh, nice.
They said, "Do I hear Jill?" Yeah, they want to
Yes.
see you, Jill. You're gonna have to come around.
We appreciate that. You want some of the swag?
Oh, you guys are giving Steam Decks away, are you?
Yes, everyone gets a Steam Deck.
Everybody, yes. Oh, I haven't even had a hands on yet.
You want to hold it?
I'd be curious, man, because it's so funny because you know the hole I have. What are you doing?
Yeah. No, let him hold it.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Desktop mode and install Stardust.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we all have our Steam decks.
What? We're wearing the same shirt. I don't know him.
My Steam deck, I put a big cover on it.
Awesome.
Yeah. But it downstairs in the car.
So the reason why the Steam Deck is here is so that we can bring you all in and tell you about Tux Digital.
All right, tell me about it.
I'm interested now.
At least me.
Suckers!
So Tux Digital is our media network where we make podcasts and YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Okay.
And also we do media production and things. And we have Destination Linux is our main flagship show. It's a video podcast. It's on YouTube, Spotify, whatever.
Okay.
We also have the Pseudo Show for people that are enterprise.
Let me see.
And we have This
This
Week
is
in Linux,
actually
which is a show
in the
about news
headset, and it's got janky hand tracking, but the hand
well,
tracking
This
fits.
Week in Linux to tell you what's happening in a bite-sized, condensed way.
So this is just a collection of clients. So
And
you've got the
Bitwarden is a
Microsoft
sponsor of our
client,
network.
You've got
that's
the
why we have their
CRT
stuff here.
Microsoft client, and you've got the
If you have not signed up for Bitwarden, be sure to
Oh,
go to bitwarden.com.
I saw Impatient 8. Hello, Impatient 8. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read the chat.
change which
That
here.
makes them
So
and
I'm gonna go here.
Oh, man. I found it.
But of course you've got the Stardust.
Oh, yeah.
You built this?
Yeah, for free. That's how we made it. Legitimate
So
problem.
I'm
We
hoping
got
that
that scale was in the bag, so we're like, we're gonna give you some
the
more.
way that Linux becomes better than basically everything else in AR and
This is
VR.
for Dusky. This is our
Man,
YouTube
I
channel.
killed it.
Because everything else is just gaming. It literally
Dusky.
Oh no, this is just this game.
Super
Hardware
Meat
and
Boy
security.
glitch.
Nice.
No, it's all good, man.
It's a proton glitch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got it. It's funny because like you know at home I've got the all AMD system with KDE and everything. So it's like here it is in like a little
And
package.
that guy.
Oh, that's great. Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you. So we all get one of these.
You ever played Serious Sam?
and
I got
you
stuck
know,
on the first level, so you guys can get me past that.
All right,
Oh, I
all
love
right.
Sid. We need to play that together. It's one of my favorite games.
Really? You
And if you check out our show,
Jill,
you
you've seen this?
Yeah.
insane?
I haven't seen the latest demo.
Well, this one is still a few months
He
old.
sent some. Oh, okay. He sent some to me.
Okay, cool.
And it's
Yeah,
the news
sorry,
podcast. Basically,
give me a second.
I dig through all the news that happens every week, and then I provide
Got
a
MDB on my phone. I'm an
20-minute
MDB user.
show that has
Not
everything all in
VLC,
one.
sorry.
So basically,
Oh,
I
hi,
did all the stuff
Detective
so you don't have to
Alex.
worry
Hi,
about it.
hi, Ariane. Hi, Detective Alex.
I actually
So
live
this is-
stream
this
it on
is
Saturdays.
Saturdays?
Like
Okay.
mid-Saturdays.
Okay.
So the
Isn't that
show
beautiful?
starts at 1
Wow,
p.m.
that's so much more sophisticated than the last one you showed.
I was
yeah,
just saying that,
Yeah.
so I had to do the math back.
And these are all separate clients. So you've got an actual process that runs the workspace around it.
Yeah.
That CRT is a client, and then also there's one client to manage all of those little tiny things above, which are called panel items. It's called Stardust XR.
Sometimes
Stardust
people release news on
Okay,
Saturday.
we gotta check this out.
Yeah.
It's very
Do you have it on Git?
I want to get it on the desktop's GitLab, but I can't find out how to read it.
Oh really?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Hi, programming guy.
Talk about
I've got
Yeah, for sure.
Ariane's in there.
I'm like,
Detective Alex. Cubicle name. Hi, Cubicle.
Yes.
Love you,
That's
Cubicle.
cool, man. I mean, what else?
I hope to have you here next year.
I've seen so much about it. I've never held it myself. So don't need me necessarily quit.
We got a lot of people sending us messages after that episode telling us about all all these different versions. That one's the cleanest out of all
That's
the
Wow.
I mean, this thing is really,
there you go.
I mean, the thing about it is that I'm an XR UX designer and developer.
Yeah.
And I have not found a single other massive, like, Linux developer who's also that. That's the problem with Singular and XR desktop and such. Is, you know, they're really good technologically. They just do not have the UX to back it up.
Yeah.
And so,
You're creating what is it? The movie. What's the movie where they grab the panels and Minority Report?
Minority.
But the cool part about Startup is because each electrode operating system is actual separate client, it gets literally to build fictional holographic interfaces that work with your Linux app in a practical way. So you can write your system like never before. And especially with AR, right? You can have AR capabilities on any AR headset. You're literally going to be able to just, you know, look, so you can literally just like grab it out and then you can just drop it on the table, right? And then you can actually like use the fancy holograms and stuff.
I love the chaos.
What headset are you using to
Thank you for making this come.
It's what?
That one is using the index one.
The index. Okay.
Actually, the funny thing is, it's on the floor. So I'm writing in Rust.
Every time someone says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't heard of your network," I'm like, "That's awesome. Now you get to hear about it."
And that's what it's basically everybody.
That's why we're
And
here.
it's also super fast.
Right.
And it's all kind of dependency issues. So why not use Rust?
What kind of issues do you run into with other headsets? Or once you write one for one, does it automatically work for others?
That's the thing. Chronos are great. You know, also is best. XR applications that's possible in XR.
Thank you for helping
And the Nado is made for an XR runtime on Linux. And so guess what?
It's compatible with all.
It's just instantly compatible now.
That is
And it uses ETL. And I can literally pick up Raspberry. Plug in Wayland. The starter server is a Wayland server as well. Right? It's a Wayland repository. But all of that is like being conceptual. That's all of the clients. Right? So effectively, it means that you can just have, you have like piecemeal customization that no other desktop environment or even Windows or anything.
how genius.
And now the thing is that it is somewhat like that. It has its own built-in renderer, and I can't really avoid that because otherwise
Now, this stream is like super long. It's like 2 hours.
Right.
But that is why I
I think I'm gonna start streaming on my channel in a bit.
applications with the startup stuff. One application go for OpenXR or Wayland. Awesome. Effectively, it is somewhat like that. Like clients would tell us, hey, load this model and draw this piece of text. But and also, I mean,
This morning when you did the stream, it was one of those situations that they just notified me. I'm like, what? Right, so I didn't notify me.
Right?
I'm a point
I hate that.
I'm making it extensible from the
Then I
start,
come here and
and
see
I'm
it,
also
it's like,
making
oh,
it
I'm
very
so
standard
sorry.
traffic system, and you just say, we're not using this anymore, it's fine.
I love your thinking so far ahead too with the Wayland support because obviously everything's going to go there. But
Well, a programming guy. Aw. You guys, well, at least with the mask on, you don't have to look up my nose when I'm trying to read the chat.
I will. I really want it to be super duper cool. I want it to be
Like every developer, you want it perfect.
I know. Well, how about this? After the Raspberry Pi is the major parity with C++. I'm just going to deprecate C++ now.
There you go.
And then
When you're ready to show it, we'd love to have it.
I will let Jill know.
Yes, that'd be perfect. Be perfect. That's amazing.
Any advice or tips though? Because you've used a bunch of more Linux stuff than I have, probably. I mean, I've only used it for like 18 years. No, okay, that would make sense. 16 or something. I don't know. Right?
I've only actually been in Linux for 4 years. 5 years. 5 years.
Oh, I'm 20 and I learned how to do Linux when I was like 8.
See? You're lucky. You're lucky.
So his dad, Michael, right? His dad is the one that did WebOS ports.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas Finger's my dad.
That's awesome.
WebOS is amazing.
Oh yeah, totally. You know what the cool part about Stardust is? And you're going to hear me say this a lot. You can recreate WebOS style interactions in Stardust. You can
That's awesome.
You can basically make any
Yeah,
interaction.
so we used to geek out about our WebOS phones, and we spent hours, talking about it. He was doing hacks, and I was doing hacks, and we showed them to each other.
I literally had my
He was only like 7 or 8 years old.
I had my HP beer in the car, and I was literally modding parts of the UI.
I want your story. I want to do your story on Destination Linux.
Yeah, and so that was fun.
I love people who've grown up with Linux and had that, because I didn't have that experience. I came into it way later. It's fascinating. What made you interested in Linux? What was it that made you want to develop for Linux? I want to know all of it.
I've got a bunch of other weird stuff going on in my brain.
Don't you have your own booth?
Yes. I got 2.
I'm really overwhelmed now.
She also happens to be right here. She's on Destination Linux with us. We got lucky enough to get her on the show.
I literally have obviously the Unite extension.
I love your shirt. That's awesome.
You want to check out the other shows? You can go to
Oh my god, we're having a lot. And then
We got a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, how often these other ones have an episode? Because I think I follow a few, but
Right, so effectively though, on the launch app though, I can just go super type in the name of that and then every 2 ways of that. Right? And then of course, that's whole super and then drag it to the top. And then of course, you can just go up and down different spaces in things. So that basically the top is for like communication and basic system like
The next season's coming up.
I always have
Well, you guys are hearing lots of 2 different conversations going on. It's crazy. It's awesome.
And
Collaboration.
I'm actually going to make a Lightwire XR.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been a challenge going back and forth from my Linux Chicks booth to here, going back and forth. But I'm going to have more help at that booth tomorrow, so I'll be here more. It's been kind of cool because I'm going around the expo hall picking up swag and talking to people, and when I can take a break, and everyone wants to take a picture with me. They're like, we know you from Destination Linux.
And here, the same thing.
Oh yeah, Detective Alex, we need help.
Fight everything, everywhere I need it, without having Jack, without any of that stuff.
And I'm having fun with it. I'm gonna make Lightwire. I'm actually coming up with something that I think is called Super because my whole naming style is all space and physics.
I love it.
Other things, like for example, the one
Oh yeah, this is the OG original Destination Linux. Take one.
yeah. That's sweet.
Feel free to take. Also, we got the Destination Linux Fidget Spinner.
I've never used one.
Basically, you just put it like there and just spin it. And the whole time you might be thinking like, what's the point? But then when you start playing with it, you just kind of absentmindedly you're like, oh, this is actually kind of fun because it's like eliminating distractions.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I thought the same thing when I first started this thing.
Yeah, it was like I didn't sleep for a while, but I never.
But it's really mesmerizing. You sit there and after about 10 minutes, you're just
Cool. I know I follow you on Twitter, Jill. What are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Michael Fidel? My name? Michael Fidel.
Oh, wait, Christopher Taylor, I know you.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
I'll tag you in the photo.
Absolutely, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, listen, you're perfect to come on and talk about it. And you're welcome anytime.
Oh, for sure. I know, I'm just being a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah, that's you. Okay, cool.
It happens. All developers and coders and folks that like it.
But also, another interesting thing about Stardust now is I had to invent like way consistent stuff because, for example, it's not an unlimited amount of objects.
Yeah.
And they can be intersecting each other. So guess how I handle that?
Yeah, I had one
I literally just have an SDF-based thing. So you have the
come up to me and say, they're like,
basically,
a Linux, but you're also now with Destination Linux, and you do Linux Gamecast. There was someone that was putting it all together.
Yeah.
And everywhere. I go to my Destination Linux booth.
feel of the ecological.
This is gonna be one of those you had to be there things, isn't it? Sorry, Ariane. Yes.
Yeah, we're sorry.
I bet it's strange after not being in a conference in so long. It is very strange and also fantastic.
That's cool.
You know, and so that also really helps for like movement disabilities. Even if your hand is
Do you have a tripod that's big enough? Like we can still tabletop, but a little bit.
I actually have a neural disorder I was born with that my hands always shake. So that's always
Well, I mean the tall still is this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So tomorrow, if we can bring the tall one, we can kind of like stand it up here and have it like, a bigger thing.
That one was great. That was the one I was
literally go outside and then you can knit in a bed.
sonic screwdriver.
I didn't think to ask you until like I assumed you're already here. I was like, maybe it's worth a shot.
No, but I'm happy you guys have it back.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I have one.
How long do we get you to stay over here?
You have to know where they are in space, and then you have to visually show that they're connected. Actually, it's impossible.
That's a whole new privacy and security element I never thought of.
Well, I mean, they haven't tried to. Awesome. Still, but you don't know where you it doesn't work here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice to have some extra help.
Very cool. How soon are you thinking you'll be ready to like beta?
And my husband has been helping.
Beta, put it.
That's awesome. Steve, awesome.
So I have plans for version 1 and 2. So far, version 1 is basically positive functionality. That's where I think it's all mentioned the action. Just like you'll be able to do, like, you know how cosmic and function.
So, what's the?
I want to get
What about the what?
Remember, the starter server protocol.
Man, YouTube's live chat is awful. What about the parkour? Oh, that's happening.
Yeah,
I actually hurt my shoulder this morning doing working out with
Oh, you
Ryan.
guys did go workout.
Yeah, it hurt my shoulder, so I'm gonna try to do something. We're still gonna do the parkour, but I don't know how. So I did hurt my shoulder. So I've been doing like
And so you can actually now
exercises.
tiling moves right on the tile anymore. You can beat it out and then drop it in.
It looks like I'm very intently staring at something, but I'm actually just stretching.
And this is representing the it's going to and then try to sleep in it.
So you think beta in like 3 months?
I think it's just because this has got like a little strain and
Release one.
so when I twist it kind of like it's a little bit of a tight feel.
I think it's smart to do it.
So I'm just trying to loosen it back up.
But it's just, I haven't quite,
Yep.
I've been talking a lot.
Isn't he amazing?
Oh, absolutely amazing. Absolutely
This has
amazing.
been a dear friend for years.
Take a gimmick on the shoulder. See, what happened is that I was working out this morning with Ryan, and he was so
Are you telling
weak.
this live?
He's so weak. I had to like let him think that he was doing more than me. But then he started bragging about it, so I was like, "Oh, I'll show him." And then I started doing it, and then unfortunately, he decided midway through my rep to change the weight. I mean, it was rude.
Lies.
So,
Lies.
I mean, that's
Alex knows. Fake news. Fake news.
Yeah, okay, I'm not, that's not true. That's not what happened. It could also be that I did it wrong and it hurt me. Whatever. There could be many different reasons.
Can't put it on the deck?
Yeah, I know you are packages.
That's crazy. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I haven't tried it. I don't have a deck. They're a bit expensive, and I was at a startup job for 2 years, and I got like 20K, and I'm living in a really low cost place, so I'm just posting on that for a while, working at startups. Eventually,
Patreon exclusive workout.
Like no foundation, such
Yeah.
related stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, yeah, and when you are ready for it, I would love to try to get it on this deck. When you're ready for the release. And I'll test it for you.
I can even out.
Well, I'm afraid. What will it do?
Well, basically, what it does is it will, it'll just.
As soon as I'm done with this, we're gonna do it together.
You'd have to
We're gonna
dock it
jazzercise.
into the PC where you have to dock the deck before you can.
Really? I thought that you could switch to desktop mode and you could.
Not unless it's docked. It goes into desktop mode. It's docked. Yeah. I haven't even docked it yet. I've never docked it. Right. The dock hasn't come out yet, but you can plug a USB-C dock in and then it becomes.
When I was in college, I was just I actually helped organize like
let you know that when you're ready, I'll do it.
We're all so freaking rad. Like every week. Thank you. Freaking awesome. We appreciate it so much. You want some swag? If you still have some on Sunday, I will come. But I want to make sure other people see it because I've already got the swag. So. Awesome. Yeah, just want to plug it. Freaking awesome.
Sorry, I didn't mean to show your laptops, Brian.
Yeah, super stoked.
My man.
Yeah, very, very, very stoked.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, please do.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's proper, but yeah, I would love to test that for you.
But yeah, if you want to get forward, you want to hear about Neuralink and all that stuff, come by anytime.
Oh, nice.
You want to take a selfie for social media?
Oh, yeah, Neuralink. I saw you by your booth.
Yeah, well, we're right there, so anytime.
At the-
I can answer any questions.
It's so cool what you're doing.
I also have a test last week, although I don't use it.
So, how is it with the hand? Are you using a controller where your fingers are each?
No, in that case, it was actually hand tracking. There's optical hand tracking where you just have a camera on the front of your headset. You don't really track your hand with all the parts. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, and by the way, only Android exists now on XR headsets and standalone ones.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when you wrote on the podcast, you're like, oh yeah, we're going down to scale, I'm so excited. I was like, oh god, that's coming out back from my talk. What do you mean?
Make it better and also
Sunday. I got a little more time. Well, you know, I'll post stuff in school. Feeling pretty good about
We have Android. We have a nice container to do it now. Sure. And so if we do that, I think we might actually be able to get Linux to see.
Yeah, have you found any, you all had a chance to see me talk yet?
That would make me happy.
I know. Exhibitor like,
Great though. I mean, look what Steve did to gaming on Linux, you know?
I know. It really just requires
someone to think ahead of everyone else.
Well,
yeah, Linux 6 has like a mailing list for child posting. Is there a not get far enough to see if you have like requirements
Why not?
or something?
I think it's the future everyone's dreaming of, but no one's been able to connect the dots to make it work right. Like VR, I remember years ago, they were just talking about, oh, it's just going to take the world by storm. And everybody has released something, and they're all kind of cool, but masses are interested. Yeah.
It's so fun. I know I used to be part of the Bunju California local
Exactly.
Yeah, it was good to catch up with him, but I haven't seen him in like 3 years or whatever.
I agree. It's all been geared towards gaming. You gotta have a Facebook account to use it.
Are you all like touring this show while you're here? Like,
Yeah, so we are sitting This is a viewer. Oh, show them your laptop. And he has a Destination Linux sticker right there.
See, that's representing proper System 76 and Destination. That's proper. That's proper right there, man.
I gotta tell them thanks.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So we're doing live stream right now. So we weren't really planning on specifically doing this, but we decided to stream pretty much the entire tower up through. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
And we're also gonna do
Isn't this thing cool? Like the whole.
It's great. Yeah.
It works out great. The gimbal. We need to get you a chair, Jill.
I'm sorry I talk so much about this stuff.
You don't have to be sorry about that. I want you on the show. I want everyone to hear it.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
I think what you're doing is incredible, and I think more people need to hear about it.
Well, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. When you're ready, we're ready. We'll send you a list of questions ahead of time too, give you an idea what we're going to talk about, so you don't have to be nervous. You'll have Jill there.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, you're.
Yeah, so I've done interviews LWW with him.
Okay, all right.
Years, but this is, you know, on Destination.
I was cute, and I literally just took like 5 months to try to plug it into OpenXR, and now I literally just have this little stereo kit. Oh, by the way, stereo kit is actually an XR app toolkit that is more lightweight than GTK and Qt, and does three-dimensional stuff. And it's incredible since I spent like a couple months porting it to Linux, and now it is legitimately better than Unity and concept. Because they're actually game engines, if you can believe it, for XR apps.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we can give him so much more exposure.
Oh,
This
yeah,
project,
I would
'cause
love to.
It's way
I just
ahead.
want to make sure that it's at a point where I'm ready.
Yes,
to receive those things.
100%.
Because right now,
We want you to feel ready too.
Yeah, as soon
it's
as
like
you're
a
ready.
multi-step process to install Stardust, and there's not really much to do.
Because once we talk about it, it's gonna. A lot of people are gonna
Yeah,
jump on it.
absolutely.
I'm not really sure how much Linux XR people in this section.
We'll find out.
No, they're too frustrating.
No, ours are fantastic.
Apparently, people in Facebook know about Stardust somehow, so I don't know how that is.
Great that people are finding out about it on their own. That's the best way to
I
go.
thought you said contests.
When you're not ready yet, you know. Then when you're ready, it's cool. People are still finding it on their own.
I've deliberately designed it where if you don't have an open app store or something like that, or instantaneous.
We also have other shows.
user experience with it. Like Facebook or Apple tried to copy it.
They can't. Perfect.
It's just via like copyright all they want. Via like something like this, it just doesn't work.
Right.
And I made sure to do that on purpose, just so because you gotta get that right, or people are just gonna copy it.
Yeah.
But I think actually this time it's right. I don't know if Linux history is right for fatal and also desktop.
Apple and all this haven't been able to figure out the answer yet. So if you have the answer ahead of them, that would be awesome.
Well, I mean, the problem is everybody is hyping up Apple's AR headset or whatever, and it's like, all Apple has ever said about anything related is, here's a really good use case of AI. And it's just wildly speculative. I've been in this industry for years. They are not fundamentally like anyone else. Especially in the user interface. Remember, Apple wants you to buy hardware. That's his thing to do everything. How can Linux serve no incentive not to do that?
Yeah, and then trying to go to a different ecosystem after you've been on their stuff is an issue too. Like you hear people who aren't even into stuff we're into talking about being stuck.
No, I was gonna check it out. Well, if you check out, there's a hidden message inside the book. Okay. That's whitworth.com/cups.
Yeah.
You sign up with that. It lets them know that we showed you.
Oh, okay.
This is right. That's it.
Yeah, I
That's
get
the only place I wrote it. I promise. I didn't
Did
take
you actually write that?
Yeah, I did.
Nice
And all of
job.
them. I was like, the sad thing is I thought of doing that when I was sitting at the table. I was like, oh, I wish I had a stamp. I should have got a stamp.
Yeah. It wasn't enough.
Otherwise known as Toski.
If you sign up for that, you let somebody think about it.
We'll do it.
Awesome.
Most disability.
And I look forward to seeing you again.
Awesome, thank you.
This is my favorite configuration of that.
It's like a natural thing for me to just do these things.
Look at our beautiful booth. Documenting swag.
Michael Steele, no, the camera time here. Let's see what we got here. Who's talking? Someone says, I like what this voice is saying. They're hearing you.
Oh yeah. Mind if I hop on it?
No, come on.
Yes, I'm going this way. Because Jill's the other way.
This is Nova, by the way, the voice you've been hearing. They are working on Stardust. And
It's for AR and VR. It's basically a display circle like X-ray railing. And so it has the parts of X-ray you basically have a bunch of different apps that make up different components of your system UI. But then you also have railing compatibility for all your 2D apps and OpenXR compatibility for all your XR apps. Of course, the OpenXR stuff is coming later, and it's in very alpha stages. But I'm gonna go and present it on Destination Linux.
Yes.
In a couple months, hopefully.
we get the exclusive. We get the exclusive with Nova on Destination Linux. They're going to come on. They're going to show all this awesome stuff they're doing. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Yes.
Nova is one of my best friends. In fact, from Scale, when he was a little kid doing talks, he always called me his Scale mom.
These are the secrets we have to unveil on Destination Linux. Yes.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway, I know it sounds sounds a bit ambitious, but I'm hoping that Stardust can actually make it to where maybe the year the Linux desktop doesn't have this, the year the Linux headset has, like AR and VR headset or glasses. You get the point.
There you
So,
go.
we'll see.
I've seen some demos. I'm very impressed.
Facebook doesn't have anything like it. They have no incentive to make anything like it. So we'll see. Hopefully I can succeed where everyone else has failed. I mean, not me personally, it's a bunch of other people, but you know.
You're gonna do awesome.
If you want to get into slides, hopefully next time. Thank you. Awesome. Have a good one.
You got a card, right? So you're gonna contact us through Jill. Never mind.
Yeah. What did people think of that? I can't read.
What's that?
What did people think of that? I can't read the messages.
I'm sorry.
What did people think? I can't read the messages.
Oh, they were doing that. And the last verse said they can't wait to hear more about it. So, yes, they're excited. Stoked to hear more about that. So, yes, I think you're gonna be good.
Okay, well,
You're gonna love
I'm
it.
definitely gonna go.
Yes, let's do it. Let's
One
do
of my
it.
biggest concerns is like, you know, I present it and then nobody hears about it. But I mean, you've got to be done.
We'll make sure they hear about it. They'll know.
You know, and I'm also targeting Simula 1 as like one of the headsets I want because the Simula 1, it doesn't have the best UI, right? Well, because it's using Monado under the hood and it has their own Simula VR, which is like a Go-based VR compositor, I can literally just take that out, plug Stardust into the client.
Isn't it one of the least expensive ones too?
It's $3,000. So.
It's what?
It's $3,000.
Oh, I thought it was the least. It's one of the most expensive ones.
No, the least most expensive one would probably be the Oculus Quest, but that's because, well, actually, that's not true anymore. Because
Yeah,
it's $400.
Yeah.
They upped it by $100 because they could not deduct that much money.
Yeah. Well, they're making money off the user. That's how they sell it for less money.
Except the problem is that they're not making enough.
Yeah, I saw their stock price was falling pretty hard,
So.
which does kind of make me happy.
Oh yeah, I mean the thing is though is that like ever since Microsoft basically said they stopped using hardware, it's like Windows 10 holographics is just like dead. And Windows 10 holographics is like the only thing that even remotely Stardust. But not even close because again, all it did was it just allowed you to use multiple different applications at a time. That's like all that's the only major feature.
Right.
And it does over everything else.
You like podcasts?
It's hilarious. It's like people so much effort into this and it basic functionality on Linux. I literally read that on
Podcasts and YouTube videos?
a couple of
Do educational value and
Of
stuff?
course, you know, Stardust, I started with the
And
Stardust
we also
stuff,
do
and then I added
podcasting services and stuff like media production
But I mean,
and
it's
like that.
birthday now, so that means
So that's what our network is for.
my goal was Stardust.
So we have a bunch of different shows on the network.
And
Substitutes for the name of the network.
Stardust globally distinct.
Shows we have different values like
Instead of a background, which is an HDMI. That's all it is. That it is basically faster than almost every other repository because there is so ridiculously optimized.
We have
Fancy effects, but
we have the audio
I'll see if
podcasting.
I can get players because
Yeah.
I want to be racing with this.
I'm excited.
And Fidget Spinner.
How you doing?
But I've been making sure to make it aesthetic. Like it is cool retro here, and there's a lot of their things to make it look cooler than it actually is.
I mean, what you showed me looks amazing.
So anyway, yeah, I probably should not. I will stay here forever.
I haven't actually.
You're fine, you're
I
fine.
haven't been reading like tech podcasts in a while, but
I got to actually visit other people.
Yeah. There you go.
I got caught up on the YouTube books because I'm right there. But other than that,
I'm glad we got to meet. It was awesome.
yeah, totally. Now I get to see faces behind the tower.
Exactly.
By the way,
Put them together.
to hold your flag.
Honestly though, the thing about GNOME is that GNOME itself.
Oh, by the way, on the back of the card, it has email.
Nothing else that does dynamic vertical workspaces like this.
Its workspace system is amazing. That's what I use, you know, I feel the same way. Like, it's so convenient, the workspace system, that even though there's a lot I don't like about GNOME, it's just...
I mean, you notice how it's literally able to just grab and flip the whole thing up and down. That's inspired by GNOME system.
Yeah.
On purpose, because, you know, I mean, it's a good system in so why not just port it to XR? That's really simple. That's like a demo that I think.
Now, Michael will say you could do all of that with KDE, but he's
I'm
wrong.
not going to set up KDE.
I don't even know what we're talking about, but yes, you can.
GNOME's dynamic workspace file. GNOME's dynamic
You can do that in Plasma.
But how many hours do I have spent to set it up that way?
45 seconds.
Okay, that's...
How do you do it?
KDE Store.
KDE Store and
There's
what?
a plugin to activate the dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feel free to get in. Have you seen our shows?
No, I'm just grabbing
Well, then, I guess I'll have to try it.
I would ask more questions.
The thing about,
The thing about Michael is he always says you can do it in KDE, but it's probably 45 seconds for him and 5-10 minutes for us to figure out.
Right, I mean, I'm literally like, one of the things about Starbucks, I hate configuration class. I never want to touch a configuration file ever again in my life. And so I'm not going to have any configuration files for Starbucks at all. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So we do a weekly news show.
Yeah.
So we cover all of everything that's happening.
I like to install a desktop and kind of leave it default. I mean, I change stuff, but I don't mess around with a lot of customization. And GNOME works perfect for that for me.
Well, the thing about it is, the thing about Startup is that, again, you can drop out objects that you want to use, and you don't have to switch them. And also, I think it incentivizes people to actually be done with the client. Like, that's something you rarely see in anything.
This is a video podcast. We're showing the video because you can't hear it. It's not loud enough. Yeah. So this is the main show we do live every Sunday. And we also have other shows like the Enterprise show. And we have a bunch of
last time I tried
Yeah. Every time I use KDE, something breaks on it somewhere that annoys me about it.
This is exactly what I was
There's just too much in it. There's just too much in it for me.
Like Stardust is divided into several systems. And the way you actually interface with those systems is you just call networks on a node that's like in the physical interface. So literally, things that are the individual objects have the same interface.
So it's not available in every distro. It's in Fedora, it's in SUSE,
But it's using flat buffers.
it's Ubuntu doesn't have it yet. So they do kind of, but not really. But what Pipewire does is allow you to kind of like merge everything and just basically do whatever you want with audio.
So
very neat.
And it's a built-in thing.
I don't know. I'm trying to do my best. I don't know how I'm doing. I really wish I could like find it.
Same idea.
Listen, the thing about the community is they'll let you know.
It's kind of hard because people look at it, see it's VR, and like, oh, that's cool.
Mix it together
But then
however you want, do
they
whatever you want.
don't actually, it seems like they don't really
No matter what device it is, no matter what application it is, Pipewire can
And
just
it's like,
do it
that's
all.
what I have to do. I have to study,
If I was like
paying attention.
right now, I can't do anything.
It has to be a situation in which you create something in VR, right? That improves the productivity of what people are doing today. Because so much VR is like, oh look, a desktop in VR. But it takes me twice as long to interact than if I had a keyboard.
Well, I mean, you saw my demo.
I saw your demo, that's why I'm interested in it, because it's the first time I'm seeing something that actually allows me to be quicker than what I'm doing with my keyboard and mouse. And until someone can make that a proof of concept, nobody's going to try
About the same speed, because you can just switch this in. And of course now, you know, I have to pull the panel out again. It's going to be like, that's what that's only a demo. I just did that.
And also,
I really just,
be sure to give me as soon as an email.
It's hard to get other people.
Not exactly, yes, but we're kind of building it out right now, so if you send us an email,
That's what exposure will do to you. It'll get the other developers interested that are out there that don't know about it yet. You know?
And there are other things that are similar to startups, like also the Zygen subject. They literally get every single Zygen client is a Halo client.
So send an email to get them.
No, you can subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Picture applications, like whatever you want.
Yeah.
You have a Vimeo account?
Feel free to take some stuff. Feel free to take some stuff if you like. We're a podcasting network. We have a whole bunch of different shows you can listen to. And we've got anything here if you want to grab some stuff. Feel free to take some stuff.
If you sign up at that URL, It'll let them know that you came from us. And basically, it's a password manager that's free. You go to that URL, and you can basically just store everything securely. And
How do you make it secure? Like, do you control your account?
Yes, take them.
Take secure because it's encrypted on your local computer.
We're not doing a fidget spinner, so
Oh, okay.
that's a dead
So
meat,
software
you know
that
it.
is locally.
Have this for last year.
You don't want one?
All your devices
I love these
No
things.
fidget spinner. God, evil.
automatically. So the only thing that ever
They help me pay attention on conference calls.
I have other fidget toys.
Yeah.
But like, actually, that's another thing though, is that like, I've actually had a problem where people look at startups and they say, oh, can I do this thing in it? And that thing is like, can I make a social media network using Stardust? And it's like, do you not understand? Like, I've had a problem where people like go over scope. They try and make it go over scope.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta be careful about getting everybody's dreams and wishes in, because then you'll never stop building.
Agreed. KDE's the best.
What? That is not where we landed, Mike.
That's what you were
I'm
talking about.
sorry. I'm very sorry, but like, when Stardust is completed, I think it'll blow every single existing Linux desktop environment out of the water because, well, maybe piecemeal. You can literally just
Maybe.
like KDE, you have a panel, and the panel always has to be there, or at least it's built into Plasma.
No, you can get rid of that.
Like entirely?
Yep.
Well, sure, but you have to like.
Don't listen to Michael.
I don't use the regular plasma. I actually have a GNOME-like experience on my plasma, and I call it
One of
GNOME.
those people that literally just like rips apart everything and then just like pastes things like
Yes, basically, yeah. So what I do is I create a hybrid of GNOME and Unity inside of Plasma. Yeah.
How are you managing to do that?
Michael again, talking about KDE. I swear, it never stops.
It's all about KDE.
You all say I'm bad about Arch. Give me a break. This guy here.
After all, it's the cool desktop environment.
Can you do the dynamically
No matter what, he's got to throw
of
KDE in
and
there.
out of stuff like new WM or any WM? Have you heard of that, by the way?
I haven't used that.
Any WM is really insane. It is by far the best tiling window manager to use on a laptop. Because what you can do is you can literally just hold super and then you drag your trackpad around and you can move the tiles.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then you can literally just do that with two fingers.
Did you figure out with Emma what we're going to do, Jill, this evening? Because she wanted to get together and do like a System 76 DL party.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her yet. I can go over there and ask her.
Then there you go.
Yeah, I think
It's not infinite, you know.
the other
Well,
gentleman
can't
walking
do that
around from
either.
System, he was planning,
Stardust can't.
I think he was planning, they were talking about two places that they were told to go to, but I was like, I need to run that by Jill and see if there are really good
I just saw
restaurants.
the gnome
about
shirt,
that.
you know.
Anyways, one was like a hibachi place, and one was some type of barbecue, I think, or something.
I want gnome style.
I figure we can, either way, we'll figure out something to do with them this evening.
Yeah,
Just like let everybody know, but
I'll go over right now and talk to
Yeah,
Emma.
talk to Emma, let us know.
it's no. So my desktop is KDE and my laptop is GNOME. I've admitted this before. The laptop experience is a little better on GNOME.
Michael uses GNOME on his laptop, everyone. You've heard it here first.
I didn't say anything.
He is a GNOME user. He just lies to the community and says he likes KDE.
That is not what happened.
Lies to the community.
That is not what happened.
Lies!
No. This is fake news.
I want the truth!
I would never lie to the community.
I can verify that it has gnome on it.
There you go.
I
See?
love
third-party
Plasma.
verification.
No, I'm open-minded. I love Plasma, but I also am okay with GNOME. It's a good desktop.
And you can tell that I'm a neutral third party because I'm working on my own thing that is different than both of them.
That's right, that's right, that's right. How you doing, sir?
Hello. Yeah, absolutely. You check out our podcast? If you want to check them out, you can go to here. It's coachdigital.com.
No, but seriously, I am wondering, what would you like to see in XR? I can literally make like any client in the world, and I have a hard time narrowing down like what experience. I can emulate a laptop in software. I can literally just. The thing is though, is that the way that Stardust works is you can take a whaling surface, and you can literally just slap it on any.
Okay, I'll tell you what I would want to emulate.
Okay.
to me, like the whole idea of audio engineering, we were talking about pipe wire, and me piping in these different audio sources together, right?
I might actually
Imagine visually having a patch board that would allow me to say, like you said, Discord, I want to patch you into Jitsi.
I think I've got an even better idea for that, by the way. So Pipewire has IDs and whole thing, right?
Correct.
For all of the nodes. So I think that I can literally use the data, the pulse senders and pulse receivers, and then I can just send over a slight piece of data, right? That tells the Pipewire node ID. So you know there's visual connecting inside of the middle zone. Middle zone can actually just have something where you put your
It's kind of like our main video podcast. So you can check it out.
I mean, how cool would that be to visually be able to pipe all your audio where you want
But
it?
again, this is sort of something that, like, the one downside to startups that I can find is that you have to choose which interface you want for the thing. I can't figure out a way to do like parts of one interface to another. Still, like you can make a client that does that.
But I think that's fine because honestly, when you're doing stuff like piping, I take it, I pipe it, and then I move it over, and I don't want to see it for the rest of the show. I want to work on now. I want my notes.
Well, the nice thing about it is that startups have its own zone, and literally everything inside the zone is spatially controllable by the zone. You can literally just like the consolidation or zone, and then just push it far away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it would still be there. You would look at it, and then it would be a fast or something like that.
Right. Yep.
That's how the workspace works. You just use the zone.
That'd be awesome. So that's an area that would be neat for me, and then.
And the cool part about that is, again, zones are accessible to any client. The way they started this is that you don't have any permissions. You just never have enough influence on any one client. You even don't have enough influence or control on one client to cause problems.
Yeah.
So you literally are able to, even with mouse and keyboard, you just have a custom setup now, where you can literally use mouse and keyboard to manipulate, say, a box, right? And then you just like enter or something like that. In that box. And so it's a great for disability, because if I can't move my hands much, and I want to spatially manipulate something, all I have to do is just move it over for it. And you can also make this fun of things where something like you can move stuff around.
Visually be able to unplug stuff.
Yeah, you could possibly do that. Yeah. So I'm just thinking really
I want to make it like give them as much information as necessary, but not go into too much detail.
And extensible.
I'm glad that basically, trying to say exactly what I want it to be.
Again, Stardust, the rolling system, you can literally just take that and then inside of the code base you can just separate it.
So you work at Amazon?
You still have to build everything.
So I can't help but point out.
We know where we're going to eat, so I gotta know. I'll tell you.
Okay, you already figured it out with Emma?
Actually, it's a really awesome sports bar at the Marriott. It was one of my suggestions to other people. And she's made a reservation for 10 of us at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll be
So
perfect.
it's just going to be our small group.
When does this close down? 6?
6.
6, okay.
Yeah.
I remember the live stream that
Oh, they'll love that.
No, I didn't bring my wife and kids. They're at home right now. Closet no music suck. I agree. I heard confirmed news.
It's the best you can get in terms of health.
Not safe for work, is it, Michael?
I mean, I am in a very unique.
There you go. Now it's safe for work again.
There's only one other operating system that can beat it, and one that inherently has limitations that make it worse.
So what's everyone doing today? Those in chat, what are you doing today? You're not here. You're hanging out with us.
I'm definitely okay.
Why didn't you spend thousands of dollars to come hang out with us? Not safe for Windows, that's true. I don't see any Windows laptops here. Or MacBooks, which is interesting because when we went to Self, there were MacBooks everywhere, but here everyone seems to actually have Linux laptops. So that's good.
I don't know, but I think it's great actually because like Qualcomm is
And you should check out this Linux. Like, I was kind of thinking about
Watching us on YouTube, that's good. That's good.
and I'm not a sound guy, so I don't know. This is actually a segment where Winnie joins us.
It's finally starting to calm down a little bit. Booths were swarmed for a second. Michael's been doing all the selling. He's doing a good job though, that Michael. I tell you what. Don't tell him I said so, but he's doing a good job.
There we go. Got a video podcast stuff. And we do this every Sunday. And we do it live. Yeah, because we're insane. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the tool. Have a good one. And I'll be over there to get some jokes. Oh, absolutely.
I think he chose good going with the MacBook over Windows for sure. I like Mac. Mac's good. Not as good as Linux, but it's good. I enjoy it way more than I enjoy Windows. I just sold my M1 MacBook Air, so I got rid of it. But I was playing with that for a long time, and I enjoyed it. It's a really good laptop.
It's kind of hard for
It's just Apple limits so many things with their whole ecosystem.
And then they reinvent a worse version of the taskbar called Stage Manager.
Yes, the tiling was terrible.
I am a UI and UX person. That was my job. Stage Manager is horrible. Don't hang up with it.
Yeah. And it's interesting because they had one of the best, before GNOME did their workspaces, I think Mac had one of the best Spotlight work interfaces out there, and then they ruined it.
And open source.
It's like, come on, it's really work. All the spaces wasn't dynamically tiled.
Yes, yep. They could have improved upon it, but instead they ruined it
And they also
entirely.
use dashboards, like so dumb.
Yeah.
Widgets are dumb now. You don't want to be using HTML5. They're like built to be simple. Like WebOS apps. WebOS,
I love WebOS.
WebOS is the only operating system that ever did web apps right. PWAs are just not adequate right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
WebOS actually did it right. Its default framework, right, for this, Mojo and Enyo, were insanely mobile optimized and optimized for tiny screens. And it's,
Yep.
WebOS did it better.
WebOS did do it better. We're all fans of WebOS, as you know.
Yep.
We love WebOS.
I'm really glad to see the new home shell for phones. Like, here's the thing, I really want that on my phone. The problem is, this is a OnePlus 5. Post-market OS doesn't have cellular data support.
Really?
Nope, not quite yet.
That's kind of a big disadvantage for a phone not having cellular.
I think it also is missing audio too.
Oh God. Wow.
So it literally cannot do anything that a regular phone could.
Michael's fit. People want to see you, Michael. They want to see your face.
Hey, next cloud, right? Yes. Nice. Hey, nice to meet you too. Yeah. We talk about next cloud.
I'll be back.
Okay, nice meeting you.
What do you do? We do podcasts and YouTube videos. Oh, really? Yeah.
Full series of content there. You can grab a card. All kinds of shows.
Yeah, we have Destination Linux and This Week in Linux. Lots of Linux stuff. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice. Check it out. Awesome. Yeah. Your hair is awesome.
Yeah, man, it looks awesome. That jacket, though. That jacket might beat your hair, man. That is a lot of sparkles. I love it.
You heard of our network?
Yeah, I listen to this podcast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite?
What's my favorite? I go with This Week in Linux, actually.
Yes, me. Awesome.
But
can't be perfect, you know? But I do appreciate all the Android talk because I'm new to Android, so Destination Links really helped me with that. That's awesome. There's some recent episodes on that. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah.
Also me. Yes. I'm
It's
on a
okay.
lot of shows, so I get to say that a lot.
Yeah.
You want some swag? Got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, grab some stuff, man.
Yeah, we even got some bags for people to carry the swag.
Are they good for broadcast?
I used to be. Are you talking about here?
Are they here?
No.
Oh, they're here.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen them. You want some Fidget Spinner?
Hold on a second. I do conferences for a living.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I work at the Seth Foundation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've been meaning to talk to Chris about talking more about Seth because it comes up in episodes.
Yeah, we talked about that a few times, like as soon as show's coming on.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as show's an enterprise cloud type of show.
Oh, it's enterprise.
But as soon as it's enterprise, anything business related, the cloud stuff, Kubernetes, that kind of thing. So like the purpose of this place, essentially, in a podcast market.
That's my main thing.
Nice. You have a Bitwarden account?
You know, Red Hat just started using it, so now I am.
Ah, nice. Well, we have, if you have you want to get a personal one that's not a Red Hat thing, you can go to bitwarden.com/tux, and it'll let them know independent us, this sort of thing. So, just help us, help them, sort of thing.
If you ever need stuff, content for any of your episodes, let me know.
Oh, absolutely.
Great experts. I've been working on stuff for 21 years now, so
Oh, nice.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we're absolutely looking to get some like interviews and stuff through Treatment from Scale.
Yeah.
So Seth would be perfect, and also for like the super show would be like absolutely perfect for that one.
Oh yeah.
And Destination Linux would be great too as well.
Yeah. We can talk about like CERN Labs, for example. They use stuff. You heard of CERN Labs?
Yeah.
They're doing like about 880 petabytes. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So we've been working with them since 2009. Oh, nice. And they're one of our largest users. A lot of German governments and banks, IKEA, random companies use stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, it's incredible.
I just see the Nyan Cat tattoo. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. I gotta get a selfie. You gonna do it with me?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, man. Thanks for pushing out the episodes and everything. I love to just, I'm sure everybody says this, but I love to put it on because it feels like I'm not the only person in the room. Sometimes I'm talking to you people back, I'm saying no or yes or whatever. That's awesome. I'm yelling at the wall.
I love it.
That's awesome.
If you want to yell at us, or him specifically.
What? Why me?
Yes. You can send us an email right there.
Thank you.
So you can let him know what he's doing wrong and how I'm doing stuff right.
Oh, come on.
Okay, sometimes he's good. Sometimes.
This guy.
I'll tell you a secret. He actually is the easiest thing for me to edit on the show. I'm actually harder to edit myself. So I give him a little bit of a hard time, but he makes it easier for me.
He's trying to give a compliment, isn't he?
That was a compliment. It was.
You're easy to edit.
I enjoy having you on because you're easy to edit and also a good host.
All right, I'll take it.
There we go. So the Tux Digital is a network of all of our shows.
I knew about I just looked at my podcast app and I also want to for gold.
That's why we wanted to come here and kind of let people know about the network.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
That's perfect.
I didn't even know about these other. Oh, I got
There's so many podcasts. Yeah. And we're kind of
Gotta suck all your time away.
no, it's fine, you know, because we're also working on some
all
more.
I got is time. There you go.
Yeah, we're working on some more too. So we got some more on the way too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll look out for them.
Do what?
I said I'll look out for them.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Thanks again. Good meeting you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, man.
I had to take a selfie with Dave.
Don't mind Peanut Gallery over here. Meh, Michael. I agree. Meh, Michael.
That's rude. I don't appreciate you defending me making fun of him.
It's exhausting. I'll just have to slow down a little bit.
You like podcasts? We make Linux podcasts and open source podcasts, and also enterprise podcasts, stuff like that. Yeah, if you want to check them out, you can just go to tuxdigital.com. And also, you can send an email to let us know what you think about the shows. Yeah, we got tons of great stuff that I guarantee you will enjoy because we made it.
Fair enough. If you want some swag, man, feel free to.
Yeah.
Take a pen.
There you go.
You do you have Bitwarden account?
No.
So Bitwarden is a password manager that's also free and open source when you go to, well, it's open source anyway. But go to bitwarden.com/tux and you get a free account. And you can also there's also a premium upgrade if you want. It's only $1 or less than $1 a month. It's only $10 a year. And
I've heard about that actually. I've still been using KeyPass.
KeyPass is good, except that it also requires you to have a different program made by a different person on every device that you use.
Yeah.
So that's why I like this one because it's all consolidated and everything. But if you want command line, they also have that as an option. So like basically everything, and it's also open source.
And encrypted locally. Whatever leaves your machine.
Encrypted locally?
Yes.
Wait.
Each device before it leaves your machine.
Yeah.
It encrypts it, then sends it all over the internet.
So it syncs it to all your devices, but it's all encrypted. So even if someone was able to somehow get it through the transit, it's all gibberish anyway. It doesn't matter because it's encrypted locally on every way. So it's encrypted and decrypted locally.
Interesting. Okay, well, wait. When it stored on the servers, is it still encrypted on their servers?
Yeah.
So
it's only ever decrypted on your end. They don't have any ability to unencrypt it because you're the only one who has access to your passwords and stuff.
I don't think I knew that part. I think I heard about it, but I never really looked into it. So.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and they're also a sponsor of our network because
You can run it from the terminal.
Yeah, you can run
They
the
made a terminal.
And they terminal it. What's interesting is that we were big fans of their software, so we made a video, and they got in touch, and they became a sponsor of our network because of our video where we talked about how we were big fans of Bitwarden. And now we, tell people about Bitwarden.
Too. DigitalOcean
And
sponsors.
DigitalOcean, yeah.
Oh, I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah, Bitwarden's awesome.
I'll give it a shot. All right, thanks.
And be sure to use the URL in there. It's a hidden message that I put in the notepad.
The hidden secret message. Cool.
All right.
It's nice meeting you, man.
Thanks. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
My body hurts. I'm like, I love it. I love this crap. If my neck wasn't hurt, if my neck wasn't hurt, I'd be down.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Good. How are you? Good.
You like podcasts?
Yes.
Have you listened to any of our stuff?
No.
Great, and they enjoy the first experience of listening to the best podcast that's ever been made. And I'm not biased, not at all. It's observational fact. You'll see as soon as you listen to it and watch it. You'll see. Like this is Destination Linux.
Destination Linux.
Yeah. So we have a video podcast, Destination Linux. We also have a lot more podcasts. So this is the smaller version of that.
And it's just the two of us.
No, we have a whole team of podcasters.
There's one right there.
Yep.
How many people?
I think 10 right now. I think it's 10. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I'd have to count them all in my head, but I'm pretty sure it's 10.
10.
And we also have a Fedora podcast as a official partner with us.
And what's your, okay, so
Nice. That's awesome.
So we do the static analysis tool that helps you with I'm not sure if you got that.
Not really, no. Like, we have done it, but we're not, like, official.
Yeah, so we essentially software.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we have developers write code and then figure it out and we basically we send companies, engineering leaders.
Yeah.
So any of our podcasts are focused on developers, senior developers, engineering leaders.
We have pseudo show.
And we already have the.
That's enterprise, cloud, DevOps, all that sort of stuff.
And what's your subscribers?
I'd actually have to look it up for you, but it's kind of like.
So do you do like have like endorsements or?
Yeah, Bitwarden, for example, DigitalOcean is also a sponsor of our network. Yeah, both of these are sponsors for Bitwarden and DigitalOcean.
How can I get in touch with marketing for details on your phone?
Oh, you can actually just send an email right there. Hello at destinationtuxedo.com.
What's your name?
Michael.
Ryan. Yep. So we do YouTube. That's my YouTube channel, Dusky. So that's a very curious. Yeah. So we do YouTube. We do video content and audio content as well. So like Bitwarden in them, a lot of them like the idea of being on video, right, for sure, and being on audio and having exposure kind of all over the place. So we are doing a couple of major product launches in the next 1 month. So we are looking for opportunities to do some marketing around on relevant channels.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna reach out to you. Just love that.
Absolutely. Also, Destination Linux, while it's not focused on that world, it also, we have like every level of.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you an email. Like if it's gonna be, we have worked with a bunch of other podcasts. There's this one called Software Engineering. They're pretty popular amongst senior developers, engineers. So we kind of internally we have like the persona nailed down here. So I'm just gonna send that to you and see if it makes sense. We can.
Yeah, perfect. We look forward to it.
The interview too. If you guys got something, if you want to come on the podcast to be interviewed, we'd love. If you have some unique stuff that you're doing, like we've had Red Hat, Mike McGrath, we've had all the big folks on our shows before talk about certain things they're doing. So if you have interest in that too, we do have like a bunch of cool things. And the product is free from open source. Like so many open source projects use open source. Yeah, I mean. That'd be amazing. Thanks for coming by.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, you guys feel free to grab some swag too, man. You know. I actually was looking for some plushies for my wife. Well, unfortunately, that's the only one we're not. That's Jill.
This is Jill.
When she's not around,
Yeah, this is the placeholder for Jill.
She can have a brain. I actually like this for myself. There you go, man.
However, you can also go to Linux Chicks LA and they have the wheel of swag. Yeah, and that's where I got that.
Yeah.
I spun the wheel and got that.
Yeah. It's almost like we're there, but without the chance of coming home sick. Oh my God, that is so smart.
Yeah.
You're right about that, and you're smart for that.
Yep.
Especially on the plane. The plane is really what, like...
The plane is scary.
Okay, so the plane gave me a wipe to wipe down my seat, which I really appreciated. Well, it wasn't necessarily a wipe down seat, they just gave you like a Pharrell wipe. And I wiped down my seat with it. And the scary part was how dirty it was after I wiped my seat down. Like, it was black. It was dirt. It's kind of disgusting. To think about it, they don't really clean those seats very well in between flights. Nasty.
I made it much better.
Cool. We're almost done here in 40 minutes. We can finally start shutting down right at 6.
Yeah. I'm starving.
Me too, I'm hungry. I worked up a sweat watching Michael sell everything.
Yes.
I love this stuff.
Stan's
I'm
such
glad
a great
you do,
job.
man. He's a natural.
Yes.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
I think that's what we gotta go to. Emma said that she's going to like do a reservation or something.
Yeah, Jill already set it all up.
Oh, okay.
Jill and Emma talked, they arranged it, we just follow. Wherever they tell us to go.
Right?
Neil! Man, where you been? We lost you. We haven't seen you.
I went back to my room to eat lunch.
Oh, I got you.
Because I also had eaten lunch until about 4.
We didn't eat lunch either.
Yeah, we haven't had lunch at all. I got too into the groove of selling the shows and stuff.
I couldn't ignore the stomach pain anymore.
That makes sense.
Also, my feet were killing me, so it's like, all right, this is a good opportunity to just take back.
How'd you get the fedora extra thing underneath? That's a good idea for a thing, you know? Yeah. Pretty freaking smart.
You should ask the fedora people how they get these made, because I don't know.
There's a lot of different really cool ideas that are different other booths that we're gonna see. We're gonna.
Well, one of my favorite books is called Steal Like an Artist, and the concept is every artist is. Yeah, every artist is stolen. Oh yes, take 2 if you want.
Have you seen any of our podcasts?
What's that?
You seen any of our podcasts?
No.
So we have tuxdigital.com you can check out. We have all those different podcasts. This is the smaller version of this, if you like a bigger view. And we have this Destination Linux podcast. It's a video one. It's great, and you're gonna enjoy. You get the first. This is like a first-time experience of the best podcast that's ever been made. Not biased at all.
This guy here.
I'm not biased, it's real, and I'll say it's actually one of the best podcasts.
Wow.
So, see, I appreciate that because it does seem like I'm a little biased. It's a video podcast. It has it's entertaining and educational.
I like that.
It's entertainment.
They don't call it that, but it is.
That's kind of genius.
Yeah. We don't call it that, but we're taking it now. And
Linux 91.
Yep. And we also have the Fidget Spinner. If you want to check it out. Yeah, that's
the point.
That's the reason why I got it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fidget with this wireless set at home.
I do it all the time. We bought these, and I decided before we set it up, I'm gonna keep a couple for myself. Because you can't not keep one of these.
Exactly.
That's why I took one as soon as you sent those out.
Yeah, I was fearful that we wouldn't have enough.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the sharing of it.
And if you want to check out, we also have This Week in Linux, which is a weekly news show.
Okay.
And lots of other stuff. Yeah, I also
sounds like
host
a
that.
win-win. Do you need to scan for all the stuff you're getting?
No. They didn't give us a scanner, so you get to run free.
Okay, amazing.
You get to run free.
Yeah, just run.
The only thing you need to do.
Right.
Not running too far.
So we don't have the ability to scan right now, but we can say that in order to really get the full thing is that you join the Tux Digital community, and you can also send us feedback at hello.tuxdigital.com and let us know what you think. And also we have a community of whatever platform you prefer, you're there, like guaranteed. Or you have tuxdigital.com/community, and everything's there. So yeah, all these podcasts are on our network, and I'm on 3. He's on 2 of them.
Okay.
And then the rest is a team of other podcasters that join us, and also the Fedora podcast is a part of it. That's cool. Yeah, and we do collaborations and partnerships and things like that.
That's why I'm not biased at all.
Michael.
Right.
Yep. Actual last name.
Yes, my actual last name. 100%. That's why the Germans get twitchy at that, because it's obviously wrong. No, geek.
In German, foreign words, right, are given to us as the.
Oh, I know. Except for geek was adopted into German and it used the German master. There.
No!
Yep.
No! Very debunked as well. They're a regular version, they're a regular
The only
noun.
reason I know that is because Gerald told me right after your interview.
Oh, yeah. So we had Gerald from Sousa join us on our podcast. We've also had people from Red Hat, and so that's the proof that we make the best podcast because they came on our show. So we're legit.
I think you're overselling at this point.
I can't stop.
Just listen.
I can't stop.
I'm actually slightly impressed with how well he's doing. Yeah. He won't stop.
I'm sorry. I can't stop.
He loves it so much.
Sysadmin booth. Do you guys do any sysadmining? I'm sure there's sysadmining involved.
We actually have a show that's focused on that.
Pseudo show.
Potatoes.
Yeah,
I am a guest. How you doing, man?
I brought mine yesterday.
Did you?
And I was like, I'm not gonna have time to play this thing.
I know.
But I've been playing Stray.
We're gonna get into
Did you play it on the airplane or are you here?
I live here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, yeah. Because that's what I did, man. I was enjoying it on the airplane ride. Do you like it? Yeah.
It's a good first portable PC.
I didn't know that.
It has rough areas.
Yeah. What are some rough areas you found?
Huh?
What are some of the rough areas you found?
Battery life, heating. I think the challenge is like every game behaves differently in terms of like performance needs and everything.
Sure, yeah.
What is acceptable to you? I've dropped my frame rate to like 40 as a cap 50, and like I can tolerate that. Some people probably can't. I don't know.
And also, if you want to, get in touch with us,
I think it's just, honestly, it blew me away from what I knew I was going to love it, but it blew away my
like really
expectations.
demanding on it though?
I mean, I've done like Nier Automata and that type of stuff, which is pretty, I mean, it's not
I
like,
tried to play Control on it, and like Control is it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
That's like a ray tracing game, honestly, and I can cook the thing in about an hour, and it's like that.
yeah, I mean, anything like that, I think is, they probably should, to your point though, be kind of talking about limitations like that, because I think people expect to play the same thing they play on their desktop, and it's close, but if you have a really high demand game like a Crisis,
So I think the best thing about it right now in its current iteration is sort of like what people are doing about emulating the Switch, and like emulating stuff in general. Being able to have access to a whole library of games that are old in the sense of like recency bias, but not old as far as video game lifetime.
Still relevant,
Just like, PS4 games aren't bad if you haven't played them, nor are Xbox One games either. Right?
Well, even like with anti-cheat, now with Apex and other things that you can play on this, that brings a whole generation of people to Linux.
That's the biggest thing too.
Yeah.
Like Proton being.
Yeah, they did amazing with that. You listen to podcasts?
Huh?
Did you listen to our podcast?
I have not. I haven't heard you guys.
Here you go, man. We've got a whole list of shows. One of the main ones is Destination Linux. If you want to check out this one. We got a show that covers the whole gamut of Linux, open source, hardware, software, the whole thing, from developer to new users. So check us out, man. Feel free to grab some swag too if you want. We talk about all kinds of stuff, including Steam Deck.
I don't think I can hear you.
Oh, good. As long as they can't hear me.
And they can hear you if you're close.
Oh my gosh, they said Neil just revealed his super secret layer location, and it's nobody heard you, Neil.
I think they heard.
Oh, they didn't hear Neil.
But so we're 3 hours into the stream.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's good. So tomorrow we're gonna.
Hey, how you doing?
On the
You here for Jill?
I'm just hanging out.
Okay. Well, if you want to pick up some swag, you listen to our podcast at all? Or?
Oh, yeah.
I have in the past, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Oh, okay, I got you.
He's the one I was telling you that's taller than Michael.
Oh my gosh, you achieved that.
Yeah.
Not an exaggeration.
But are you taller than me?
I think we're on
Darn it.
Unfortunately,
a bunch of episodes.
Again, I've been a little out of it. Sorry.
Yeah, we've been doing like
The last one I actually watched live.
Oh yeah, I noticed that you weren't able to make it because
Yeah,
of all
I
that
kind of
stuff.
recognize one of those people.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. On the bright side,
I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
all right. Wait, you were doing something? Yeah, if you give me another water. Awesome.
I get to sit here. I get to see it sit.
So how's the attendance around the booth?
Awesome.
You got 2 more days of this, kids.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Good.
He's
Other than
enjoying
my fact that
himself.
My neck hurts and my back hurts.
Michael is enjoying himself.
This is my jam. I'm like born to do conference booths.
Yes, you are.
It's like that's what I do.
That means you just gotta do more of it.
Yeah.
I mean, even do more.
We are. If this happens and it's successful to where we want it, and I don't get COVID,
oh, that's a lot of conditions.
then I will continue to do more conferences.
Michael,
It's mostly the problem with the COVID.
I know. Can you guys hear
That's
Neil?
actually the part I'm most nervous about.
Yeah. I don't want that. I already had that. I don't want it again.
The only silver lining is that it's supposed to be less bad this time.
You ever seen our podcast?
Seen a what?
Our podcast?
No.
So we have Touch Digital.
Okay.
It's our podcast network. This is a small version of that thing.
Okay.
And we have Destination Linux, which is the main flagship show.
I'm looking at myself, looking at you.
Shows called This Week in Linux and Enterprise.
Look at that.
And a lot more. So you can check out touchdigital.com.
Check out live
All the
chat.
different shows is just right there. And also let us know what you think. You can start on the back. There's an email.
Oh my, meta, yeah, Detective Alex.
I'm curious about the scale of things, think about our show and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you want any of this stuff, feel free to do so.
I finally get to take Ryan's seat.
And do you have a Bitwarden account?
Yeah, actually I do.
Okay, cool. So this is the Bitwarden swag they sent us. And bitwarden.com/tux is where people can sign up and support Ours Network.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hosting Bitwarden's Family Edition at home.
Nice.
On my home lab. I don't trust having it out on the cloud for target for people that are trying to harvest all your credentials.
That's why they make it possible to sell what they want to.
I host it for myself, my family. My parents are the quintessential bad people that use either Word.
Oh, there's Monica. Ann's Madden. She's the community representative from Ubuntu, and I've already been talking to her and got hugs and good pictures with her. And they have jellyfish merch.
I believe
I need to go get a jellyfish.
But I've convinced them to
Monica,
use my hosting.
I didn't think that. So yeah.
If you want to check out any of our shows,
She sent this to me
and we
from
have
she made it
is a
for
combination of entertainment and education.
Yeah, Elle's supposed to come tomorrow, and I told her I'd get her. I've got a little care package of swag for her.
In my opinion, and I'm completely unbiased.
Yeah, I'm really
this
excited
is the best
that I'll
podcast
get
ever made.
Yeah.
And we guarantee you'll enjoy it just by watching it one time.
Okay.
Again, unbiased.
Yay. So my dad is taking a nap.
Oh yeah,
Which I
taking a
can
rest.
blame him. It's like,
When your bag fills up, you can put it in
a
that
little
one.
bit of a wander, so we'll make sure. And we are coming to game night.
Oh, good, awesome. Yeah, so I went by the Ubuntu booth just when you were taking a break, so I missed you. But I'll try again. I haven't been able to leave because of going back,
I know.
back and forth.
It's so tiring. Like I was
You never
supposed to
know.
meet Ben Cotton.
You can have something that.
Oh yeah.
Well, and then he cut his finger.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he dropped
So
his
this is-
glass in the sink,
so
and
this
then he
is
went to
because,
pick it up,
Jill is on our
and so we
podcast.
had to get three stitches.
And this, when
Yeah.
Jill's not able to join us at the booth because she also has another booth over another booth.
Yeah, so did you all get
Lennox
the
Chicks LA.
hand sanitizer
This is a
and
placeholder
wipes
for
that I
Jill.
left? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep. So that was good. I just wanted to see to make sure that you all got those. The hand sanitizer.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I got them over there. We've been going back and forth cleaning up the Steam Deck. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good, you found some. Good.
Oh, yeah, she went and got it for us.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
nice.
amazing.
Thank you, Monica.
We were making a Target run, and it was cheaper to get the 3 packets. So
Yeah, I appreciate it so much. I also want to talk to you about the other thing when Ryan gets back.
that sounds good. So are you on Telegram? Oh yeah,
Yes.
just message me on Telegram.
Will do.
I know at some point we'll be doing like a dinner this evening, but yeah. So just and then also like either tonight or tomorrow before things start.
Yes.
So
All
yeah.
right, cool. I'll send you a telegram.
Awesome. That sounds good. But yes, we will definitely chat about it. And so I'm gonna go to your booth and get some cute penguin stuff. So.
Oh, have you spun our wheel of swag yet?
No.
Come on, I'm taking you over
Okay.
there right now.
I'm stealing
Well, we
Jill.
have a brag. Break.
You better bring her back.
Yeah. I will. I love your jellyfish.
Doing good.
Shall we have breakfast? So you check out our shows?
Actually, I had not yet lately, although I'm already in on that, so.
They're a sponsor of our network.
Nice.
So tuxdigital.com is our network. So we got all these different shows right there. Destination Linux is the main flagship show right here. It's a combination of education and entertainment. Have you seen our network? You already watch everything?
Yeah, I do all the podcasts.
I need to convince my boss of this one.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't understand that yet.
Yeah,
He's like, we're beta testing with that. No.
What you can do is send them the episode when we talk about it, you know?
Yeah, I would assume you would let us.
Well, I mean, I'm not biased, but it is the greatest podcast ever made.
Right.
And I base that on the fact that it exists and I made it.
He's not biased at all.
Yeah, I'm not biased.
No, I mean, it is good.
Thank you.
I mean, that one and This Week in Linux is good too.
Yeah, that's also my show. Yeah. See?
I mean, I used to be a real big fan of like Linux Action Show.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went south a little bit for a while.
Yep.
So that's when I picked up.
So you know what's interesting is that some people have said this is like the successor to Linux Action Show.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of people don't know, I was a producer for Linux Action Show.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Michael. They would call him Producer Michael.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to them for years.
Yeah. I left in about 2017.
Oh, yeah, I was listening.
Yeah. So I started in 2012. And I was there until 2017.
I mean, it was cool until it, like, they didn't come out with digital broadcasting and they did all these other shows.
Yeah, all right.
But now it's, I listen to you. I didn't know it was you.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I was also there. But it was fun experience, but we kind of had like different creative opinions or whatever. So that's why we started making this show and also This Week in Linux, of course. And then we started, having more ambition, and then the network came out. That's why we got all that stuff.
Yeah, some of these I've seen them, but I didn't know that they were really good,
So
now Beanie Sphere is gaming on Linux.
yeah, well, it's actually kind of like gaming anything, but it's kind of like it's a focus on Linux, but also there's other things that sometimes, depending on what the hardware addicts is kind of like it's a Linux-centric mindset, but it's about any kind of hardware computer. Yeah, we even talk about like the technology as it progresses. Like one of the latest episodes we talked about batteries and how there's a new type of lithium battery that's going to lithium polymer that's going to be likely a game changer. So because it can change like the way it's shaped rather than the basic rectangle. So we talk about that on the latest episode. And there's also the Fedora podcast, which is like an official collaboration with Fedora. And well, that's okay. What's your favorite distro? Yeah, absolutely. But there's a rule for this. Do what? No. The rule is that you have to watch our podcast. Yeah. So like all these podcasts? I have to watch all of them? No, I mean not all of them. Mostly, try them out. You got to try each one of them. But this one is the Destination Linux podcast, and it is by far the best podcast ever created. And I base that on my opinion, but it's not biased. It's objectionable facts that I made up. So. That's good. That's me. So it might be a little biased, but it's not at all because I said so. Maybe. But with that, you get also this. You on YouTube, right? Do what? Yeah. So this is a YouTube video, and also this show is also on YouTube. And we have basically all our stuff is on YouTube, but these are the two video podcasts. So the other ones are audio podcasts, and like the pseudo show is the Enterprise Cloud DevOps sort of thing. And we got a lot of awesome stuff. And if you look on the back of the card, it'll tell you the email. Just let us know what you think of the show, and also let us know if it's right that I'm right that it's the best podcast ever. So. And if it's not, lie to me. It's fine.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. Yep. Exactly. TuxDigital.com/subscribe is access to literally all of them. I consolidated it made it easy. Do what? Yes, we do. Spotify. So all of our shows are on Spotify, and also 2 of them are video versions. Yep. Yeah.
They really do help.
I'm glad.
Like sometimes, I'm experienced, but sometimes you say something and I have that problem.
Yeah. It's kind of fun because we say on Destination Linux that it's a podcast for everybody regardless of experience, and it's also fantastic when that's proven true. You know?
Yeah. That was what was good with Linux actually. They would do the reviews.
Yeah.
When the systems would come out, we would review software. And they would tell you this is good, this is bad. And then you would go try and make sure that it was bad. If you wanted to use it or not.
Yeah, we do that sometimes on the show. Sometimes we don't want to cover, we want to kind of mix up what we do. So that's why we have different topics that are, kind of fun. Sometimes we review. So Godspeed is actually his YouTube channel. So this channel is about hardware, security, and privacy. And there's also other things that are tech related, but those are like the main focus. And then this one is which is my channel. And it's also these two channels are the best YouTube channels ever made. I base that on my opinion, and it's not biased.
What's that one?
No, that's not my name's Janelle, Michael Janelle.
Oh, okay. What is it about?
So it's a YouTube channel that's about Linux and open source, and it's mostly focused on Linux. But I publish this show on there too. So the video version of this show is on that channel. Also, I do KDE reviews. are tips and tricks based on like the software that I like, and because I'm also constantly looking at news for different podcasts and Linux. So because I do this show, there's so much news that I cover, so I turn it into tutorials and tips and stuff as well. It's not biased. Fantastic.
I believe you. It's not biased at all.
Yeah, still streaming. So we got we got extra stuff if you want to take anything.
Another one?
Yeah. The birth year of Linux.
Yeah, I started in '93, so.
Nice. That's before me.
You have to compile that thing.
Yeah.
You don't just install, you know?
Yeah, I started in '99.
Yeah.
It was a little bit easier then, but not much.
Yeah, no, it started getting easier back in like, I would say 97.
Oh, yeah, 97 started in
GNOME came in.
Yeah, GNOME KDE were about the same time, and XFCE was a little earlier.
Yeah. And so was, what was the other one?
CDE?
No, it's older than that. It's just command line, but it has Windows inside the command line.
There was a terminal.
I want to say Windows.
Window Maker?
Something like that.
Yeah, Window Maker's been around for a long time.
Long time since the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was even around the Unix.
It was a Unix thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while for a lot of these things.
Yeah. Also on the underside, fill your brains. That's the slogan of the DOS Geek channel. Yep.
Your brain.
That's
cool. You got more than so I can take this one?
Yeah, you can take it. Okay. We don't have that much more, but yeah, you can take it. That's the whole point.
Why do you say you want to take it?
No, I mean, we have, we're giving out stuff, I think that there's only like a few left more for the brains, but,
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a green brain.
Yeah, might as well. A little kid came up and said, hey, can I have two? I'm like, sure, why not? We got enough. Turns out I was wrong.
All right, man, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to check out all the other ones.
Awesome.
Because those two on the top, I really think they're good. Those are like, probably one of the best.
Awesome. So I'm right.
But I'm not biased.
Awesome. Love it.
All right, man.
See ya. Little farm, Portugal. Interesting. So yeah, what's the setup there for the stream? It's basically a phone and a tripod. We're super high tech. You had me at alcohol.
Let's do it.
So.
Always ready.
Okay.
Awesome.
This is one of the people.
That's the kind of spirit I like.
Yeah. I'll stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
It's like hope.
I'm always angry.
He's one of the ones I was telling you I definitely want to interview on Destination Linux.
Absolutely. I love that.
Okay, so long story short is he has...
The whole family's amazing.
It's hard to know where to start. So Wolf right now is working with schools in areas that don't have access to tech.
Ah, that's awesome.
And he's
So
helping
digital divide stuff.
digital divide.
Yeah, that's one of our main passions. We want to help the digital divide. We talk about we've covered it on the show, our shows many times. It's a very important part for us. Also, right to repair as well.
So it's a family thing.
Yeah,
So my 4 kids have been brought to scale since the first scale.
That's awesome.
And they talk.
Yeah, we do keynote speeches around the world, and my daughter's been speaking around the world since she was 11.
She had to meet President Obama at the White House.
Wow.
And won an award.
Wow.
Because of her work in technology. And I've seen her grow up. She was one of the kids, like Nova, that was speaking here at Scale. That are little kids, and they grew up with us. She's one of my Linux students. The whole family is Linux, part of Linux.
That's fantastic.
She did her keynote in Montreal with the Linux Chicks shirt on.
Yeah.
Kept that search forever.
Yeah. So they're sponsored by the Linux Foundation.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, I know, you were a great salesman for me. I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm talking for you.
Oh, no, hey, you do better than me. I'm like, I have done some stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you want to do it.
We can get, if you just get in touch with us, send us an email, we can set up a schedule.
We'll set up a schedule.
Because I have to check the schedule, and I don't have it ready right now. So I have no idea what we have scheduled yet. Because we're trying to get as many people from Scale to check out our stuff, but also we want to do a lot of interviews. And also, by the way,
no one was paying
our
attention.
show is
I did put this on your screen.
that kind of thing, right?
Don't be a butthead.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Hey Ryan, this is someone else special. He's been here about 5 minutes. He works for Scale, him and his family. His daughter was one of the youngest speakers here at Scale, and as a result of speaking at conventions, had the opportunity to meet the President of the United States and get an award.
Oh my gosh.
He is sponsored by the Linux Foundation for work that he's doing for tech, for the youth, and getting computers in the hands of underprivileged children.
Oh, that's a big thing for me. I love that. That's absolutely amazing.
His whole family. Yeah,
Ryan.
No, keep going.
Your introduction just kept getting longer and longer.
Emailing him.
In my opinion.
So they're one of the families I wanted to have on. Definitely.
Yeah, not only on, but maybe you guys need your own show. My goodness.
Yeah.
I had some of our students
That particular feat
you should start
that I made up is definitely.
Yeah.
You should join our network and talk about it. I love a lot of the stuff that I do on the side is all about closing the digital divide and getting computers in people's hands, because one of the statistics that fascinates me is how many kids have no access to a computer at home at all. They're expected to go to the library and then compete against other students who have a computer sitting at home. And it's by the millions in the United States of kids who are facing this situation. They have no access to a computer. And so there's projects like the 10 Million Project and things like that I love, that companies trying to get computers into people's hands so these kids can compete at the same level as their students. The other students in their classroom. They have no access to internet. They have no access to a computer. It's a problem. It's a problem here in the U.S. People don't think they think it's some other country thing, but it's here. Yeah.
We had a time where my daughter was in 5th grade.
That's okay.
And she's already doing talks in other places, and she's like fixing stuff at the school, and she ran for school president, class president. And she's, one of her platforms was like, I'll make a computer lab, and I'll make it so computers make very much. A kid said to her, who uses computers?
Wow.
I was like, what kind of school do I have you in?
Right.
They're so accustomed to not having a computer at home. I was like, I gotta get you out of this school.
Yeah.
I had all my kids programming by 10 years old, so they had to know how to code by 10.
I love it, man. I love it.
The baseline, because I was like, I did. By 10, I taught myself.
I love that.
That's awesome.
We need to talk, man. I love that. I love that mission you're on.
Oh, man.
Something I'm very passionate about.
So we incorporated our business, Banks Family Tech, so me and my 4 kids. We just travel speaking and doing classes on all kinds of stuff.
Are you available on Sundays?
Yeah, I'll be
We do a live, our Destination Lunch show is recorded live on Sundays.
Sunday morning?
It's Sunday morning here, yeah. So it's like 10 a.m. is when we start the show.
Probably not on Sunday morning.
That's okay. We can also do like a pre-recorded interview as well.
Yeah, we can do whatever's fine.
That was one of our other pandemic pivots. We realized that a lot of churches, you know, you can stream media. So yeah, I got all the kids at different churches and streaming media, and I even got some of my nieces and stuff like that. Now they're all learn OBS and they're streaming. So I was like, oh, okay.
What you wanting to get a hold of?
We're expanding
I
out.
just wanted to know what this booth was about.
Oh yeah, so we're
I just
a
emailed
network
you.
of podcasts.
So, yeah, just let me know.
And we have different podcasts through all kinds of different genres, from hardware, all Linux open source related. And we have YouTube and everything else going. And you can feel free to pick some swag, but those are some of our shows. If you're interested. And, what's that?
Where are all these podcasts available at?
On any of the big major all the platforms, basically Spotify, all of them out there. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whichever one you got. We're on all the big podcasts out there. But check them out. We also are on YouTube and other things as well. Some of our content's on video. Most of our most popular stuff's on audio, obviously, for the podcast people. Take some swag, brain. We've got more of those spinners, fidget spinners. Do you use a password manager?
Yeah,
it's a password manager. Bitwarden's one of our sponsors, but it's an open source project, and it's a password manager that completely encrypts your data locally before it ever leaves your device, and you can have it on any device that you want, or your Android, your PC, everywhere. It keeps all your passwords safe and secure and encrypted. So if you want, take that and this has
this is an open source password manager then.
Completely open source, yeah. And you can even run it in your
I don't
terminal.
now, but I might in the future now.
Yeah. If you sign up using that, it just gives you a little promotion. Set up a free account. Completely free, and they have a premium account too. But it starts out. Yes, me. Who am I? Perfect. All right, everyone. Yeah, I agree. We should do a world tour. Thank you all for hanging out. We're about to close down the booth. We're gonna go hang out with System 76. Go do a dinner. Maybe we'll do some pictures or filming from there, and then we'll be back on probably tomorrow. We might be on Michael's channel or on the main Untitled Channel. I don't know. Thank you all for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it so much. It's been an interesting, fun day. Teaching a lot of people about Linux and this podcast here. So we'll see you all later. Thanks, everyone.